What's up, scammer? Desu, Moku. 10 pounds. You guys see it? I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should buy it or not. All right. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good content, to be honest. I could. Sora V2 sucks? Wow. Really? You think so? What the hell are you saying all of a sudden? What's up, Steve? What the hell is this? Marathon Reveal Runner. How did you get this badge? The hell's a Marathon Reveal stream? The Marathon G-frame reveal today. I didn't even know about that. What the hell? Creaking and scroll wheel issue for a whole year? Oh, yours? You had a Sora V2 too? You know what? I don't know. I will say my Sora V2 does have issues with like randomly jumping because it's like in the middle of a tick, and then like if I like have some sort of change, and then it starts tweaking out, and then it jumps for me, which is really annoying. But what's up, Kiryu? Icon is cool. Yeah, it's nice. It looks like a cat. Is it supposed to be like a cat? I'm gonna go live on TikTok too, so get ready to be ignored, Twitch. Hope you guys are fine with that. To be honest, I feel like I think based on what's been happening, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple hours. I think every stream with tracker reviews, and basically the whole. All right, hold up. More views on TikTok? Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if you've seen my TikTok, but I feel like TikTok exposure is built different compared to Twitch. It's Twitch is garbage. No. My God, I thought I almost dropped my water. How many? Surprising. Like, I feel like I average like 50 viewers easily when I'm doing like tracker review sessions. No, I peaked like 150. Actually, I don't know if I peaked 150 yesterday or today. This morning, I actually did a TikTok stream this morning and I didn't stream on Twitch because I was just doing tracker reviews. Yeah, it's insane. I don't know, and I feel like it keeps just going up. So I think it's troll for me to stop doing it. You know. So it's all right. It's all right. Let me start up the TikTok. Let me just make sure I have a live goal. I don't know. I think in the future. Oh, you know what? Let me just set up some stuff first. I gotta set up my link tree because I just set up a link tree. I believe it's. linktr.ee/not. Perfect. Now, do we want Discord first? Or yeah, I feel like Discord is probably the best, and then YouTube, then Instagram, then TikTok. Or maybe Discord, TikTok. I don't know. Whatever. We'll leave it like this for now. Moku, if you want, you can just put my link tree. Instead of like how we used to have it, because I know we used to have like separate links and stuff. He's again at Milky. Listen, I spend long hours streaming. Is it not fair for me to at least expect like minimum wage? Huh? I don't even think I make minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? At least not yet. Oh, the glizzy. Glizzy overdrive. That is too fun. Increasing grip strength by 7%. Oh, that guy is too funny. What is that? Oh, I can show you guys. I'm gonna go live on TikTok, by the way. I need a TikTok mod for sure. I don't know who that's gonna be, but I need a TikTok mod. Hold on. I posted it in Discord, but I can share it again. It's too funny. This one. Hold on. Let me. Oh god, this guy looks so sad.
You too. Think of the glizzies. 100 glizzies and glizzy overdrive. Grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thinking for over 160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive. Think of the heartbeat. You too. Think of the glizzies.
Oh my god, that's too funny. Oh man, that's too funny. I'm not gonna be like that. Come on. I think he probably made a lot of money though. What's up, guys on TikTok? If you guys are here, you guys can feel free to send a tracker if you're here early. If not, we can chill for a bit. He's already milking GC viewers. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize how profitable some people are. I mean, I guess I should have known. I never really cared to know, maybe. But it's kind of insane how profitable some of these streamers are. You know, I don't know how they're just so willing to just donate all that, you know? Yo, what's up, Exolm? Did I do your tracker? If I did, then I guess you're good. But if I didn't, I could definitely take a look at it right now. Yeah. I think I'll just pin the link tree from now on so that people can just follow my socials. Oh, you played a few matches since? How's that going for you? Hope I don't know what I said for you, to be honest, because there's just so many people I review. But I hope my advice helped. I match MVP then lost. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, it's not gonna happen overnight, you know what I'm saying? Just continue to do what you're doing and just see what happens in like a week or two, and then let me know. Could definitely check out a VOD at that point. Alright. I don't know if I should believe like so many of these people are like radiant. I can't tell if these guys are trolling or not. Or maybe they are. Maybe they're legitimate. Hit Immortal this act, then derank back to Ascendant 3. That's alright. It's alright, it happens. Like I say, always, try not to focus about the rank. Right? At the end of the day, your rank is based on your skill, right? So as long as your skill is improving, and as long as you have an answer for what you want to be working on every day, then you know, you're bound to climb. That's just how it works. I'm stuck on Ascendant. I mean, do you a VOD review? You have to probably VOD review yourself or watch pros and compare and how, you know, how you differ from the pros. If you're not studying pros often, then you're probably stunting your growth, to be honest. All right. All right, we'll start with Zoot. Zoot Jit. Thank you for providing me the hashtag as well. If you guys want to send me your tracker, please send that the hashtag as well. That way I can see it. Also, just so you guys know, as always, gifters have priority. So if you guys gift, I will make sure that you guys are guaranteed. I'm from Spain. Oh, hello from Spain. Wow, these stats are all just top, and our win rate is not as good, I guess, compared to our other stats, which is interesting. I like that we're one-tricking Jet. That's for sure. I mean, I don't see. It doesn't seem like you're hard stuck right now, so it also seems like you've been taking a break lately, which doesn't help necessarily. It seems like we also just kind of started playing more recently, so I feel like you're still bound to be climbing. I think just keep playing and then come back to me when like you're actually hard stuck, because based on these stats, you should still be gaining elo, you know. Yo, BTR, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, I see you, Mata. I know you were posting your tracker. Thank you for updating it and sending me the hashtag as well. I got you. All right, Ascendant. Oof. Immortal 6 or Immortal 3, episode 6. I mean, it's looking like a good career to me. I don't know what your goals are in life, but I will say, I mean, you do play a lot though, I will say. And I feel like for the amount you play, you should probably already be immortal at this point. But we're still Ascendant. I feel like we're probably hard stuck Ascendant, maybe low immortal at this point. But it seems like your win rate is positive right now, so I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're hard stuck at the moment. If you want, I mean, I guess I could like VOD review. Okay, I will say maybe we have to retire the Reyna. I'm not sure, because our Reyna win rate is pretty low. I don't know if we're just like playing a lot of one and dones and just forcing a lot of fights unnecessarily. But maybe if you drop the Reyna, you might climb a lot easier. Yeah. But I mean, good stuff. Good stuff though. Good stuff though. All right. Who's next? This is making me think I should keep running Reyna. What do you mean? I mean, if you wanna continue the trend, and if you have a low percentage win rate with Reyna, then yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Reyna's good. Don't get me wrong. All right. Who's next? Yo, Max. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Where you at, Max? I didn't said that. What do you mean? Yeah, I know you didn't say that. I know you didn't say that. I was just responding to that guy or girl. But no, I get it. I get it. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it, Max. I will look at yours now. Chat, as I've said before, if you guys gift, you guys will have priority. You guys will have priority. I will make sure that I check your guys' out over any non-gifter. Oh wow. We are looking rough right now. Our headshot is pretty good. KD and damage per round is it's not bad. Could be better, but okay, yeah. Yeah, look at this. You're playing way too many agents in my opinion. Go one trick, 1 to 2 agents, and no more of this like like playing a different agent like almost every game. I don't like this. You're not building any consistency and you're not building any pattern recognition. So that alone might fix your problems, to be honest, because you're just building too many scenarios, playing too many different agents. And also, I'm not sure if you should. I have my reservations with Chamber as a Sentinel. If you want to pick Sentinel, I feel like you should probably pick KJ or Cypher. I feel like I don't know how you have a 0% win rate on Cypher. That's crazy with 6 games, but might just be unlucky. It's up to you. I would personally probably drop Chamber if you're trying to play Sentinel role, and probably play Killjoy, Cypher, Vice, Deadlock. I'd say those agents are like pretty popular nowadays in the pro scene. So yeah, it's up to you though. I mean, you can still play Chamber if you like Chamber, and you like opping. But if you want to op and you want to like take a lot of fights, then you might as well play Jet, right? But if you want to stick to Sentinel, you should learn setups, watch pros, see their pre-rounds, and just copy what they do. And I think you'll probably have a lot more success. Like play off your trips, like a Cypher. You know, it's so broken. I feel like if you do it correctly, or play off your alarm bot. Don't just die with your util setup and it had no value. All right, I've been here for 3 lives straight. All right, cheesecake, I got you. All right. Okay, after cheesecake though, I have Iriska, I don't know, and then Joseph and Iriska. All right. Her jet hashtag help. Okay. Do you need help? All right. You're bronze. This is easy. All right. Go to YouTube. Hey, listen. Honestly, I can make all of your guys' life easier. If you're hard stuck, anything below gold, type in Woohoojin aim training. All right. And then just watch this video called "I guarantee this routine will get you to gold." All right. And practice this every day. Stop playing ranked. You're not going to get better at playing more ranked. Just practice this. This is like basically your piano skills. Practice your mechanics. Make sure you have this down. Make sure you don't have to really think about it as much. And as long as you do it every day and you do it properly, then you will for sure just kill everyone. Easy. All right. All right. Hope that helps. I mean, I think it personally definitely will help. So just study this video and I promise you'll climb. All right. Okay, I see you, Joseph. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Again, if you guys have if you guys gift, you guys have prio. Otherwise you probably won't be seen, if I'm being honest. If assuming there's a lot of gifters. And Iriska too. I see you too. I got you next after this. Eris, thank you. Eris Bold, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Wayne, I see you next. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. All right. This account seems pretty cracked. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we're here to flex. If we're here to flex, then I mean, I think you're still climbing. You're playing like every day with respect. This is perfect. I think you're doing good. I don't think you're hard stuck right now, if I'm being honest. So keep doing what you're doing. Your win rate, I believe, is positive. Yeah, your win rate looks good. I think you're primed for Immortal 3. Keep it up, man. I like what you're doing. We are filling a lot, but I don't know. I won't say anything because you're still climbing right now. So it seems like you have a good grasp of the game, and you play every day. So you may have an exception. I'm not sure, but you're cracked. Keep it up. Keep it up, dude. All right. That was easy. Let's do another one. All right. Catharsis Tavo. Man, how are you guys just all immortal, huh? You guys are just all goated. But this one seems to be more hard stuck immortal. What is this? Is this a Smurf? Why do you guys Smurf? How do you just start it? Unless maybe you came from CS or something, but how do you just start an Ascendant? I'm assuming this is not your first FPS, if that's the case. Yo, what's up, boxes? I don't know if we should retire the Reyna. Our Reyna looks kind of troll. Our win rate on Reyna is actually really low. I don't know why this is. You might just be running it down, I feel like, and you're just kind of praying that your aim is like, if your aim is on fire, you probably win your games, and then if you're not feeling on, then you probably lose your game. So even as Reyna, I'd probably consider like trying to do more team play if you can. You're probably just playing a lot of like solo gunfights. If you win, then you win, and then if you lose, then you probably have no backup plan. So I probably learn more macro play, like trading your teammates well. Making sure you're using all your util if you can. Playing off of people's util or playing off of people. Playing post-plan situations properly. I would think that this is probably an issue of you're lacking game sense. It could probably still be better. And because you're playing a lot of games, then it seems like your win rate's pretty negative. So hopefully that helps. Alright. Alright, alright, Iriska, I got you next, right? Wait, this was Iriska. Alright, Iriska, that's you. Alright, Wayne, thank you for the rose. I see you, Wayne. Wayne and Kuyomi. Are you guys here? I'm roll calling you. Make sure to just post your tracker right now. All him, no brain game. You guys would be surprised. Honestly, most of this game is game sense. Like aim, yes, I said stress is important, but you guys would be surprised like how important having good game sense is. Because if you think about it, your game sense determines your aim. Like if you know where to look, then you don't have to aim that hard, right? And if you're good at aiming and if you have no game sense, then you're just looking everywhere, which is very inconsistent. You're not gonna beat the guy who knows where to look, even if their aim is worse. All right, so this is Wayne, right? We're ascendant. Honestly, our stats look pretty good, and our win rate's like barely positive. Okay, I like that we're one-tricking ISO. So this is what I always recommend. Your KD is like insane. Your win rate's insane. I don't know if you have an issue right now. Are you hard stuck? Seems like you're still climbing, and to be honest, it seems like you've been recently playing a lot more. So I think keep playing, keep doing what you're doing, and then come back to me when you're hard stuck. But if you want, I mean, I guess you could submit a VOD in my Discord channel. Just for anyone that's new, you guys can. I did get a link tree actually recently, but for now I'll just post a Discord. Actually, I'll just post a link tree. I do have a link tree now, so you guys can just check all my socials. My Discord's in there too. If you guys want to join the Discord channel, feel free. And we have a channel where people can post their VODs. So I think we'll do a VOD review today. Actually, we'll probably do tracker reviews for about maybe another hour, and then once we finish that, we'll probably look at I think whoever was the second person that posted, but I'm hoping the person who I'm reviewing is here. So we'll kind of roll call and see who's available, and we'll just pick. All right, Kuyomi, I see your roses. Kuyomi, are you here? How do I submit VOD? Oh, I just explained that, so hopefully that answers your question. Kuyomi, do you have your tracker? Can you just post it right now real quick? Kuyomi. Wait, I don't know if you're posting your tracker right now. Are you trying to post right now? Because I don't see it. Okay, while we're waiting, let's just pick a non-gifter right now. I've been here for 2 lives, bro. All right, Tiago, I see you. Can you? Okay, Tiago, post your tracker right now. I see it actually. All right, I got you. All right, I got you. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to follow if you guys if I don't get to yours today, make sure to follow just to make sure you're notified in the future. I'll make sure to get to it hopefully one day. No guarantees though. There's just so many people. So I hope you guys can understand. Ghost, thank you for the rose. I see you. Ghost, if you want, you can post your tracker whenever you want, and then I could check it out. Oh my god, your headshot percent is actually insane. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how it's so high. When I see headshot percentage this high, I low-key think it's kind of troll, but I don't know. You might just have amazing crosshair placement, but you are in diamond, so stats don't mean everything, right? Our win rate is negative, so I don't know what we're doing wrong. Okay, so our win rate with Reyna is positive. Honestly, I'd probably insta-lock Reyna more at this point. Your Jet, I feel like you probably don't know how to like entry for sites properly. For example, and I think Diamonds, Elo, I would expect people to still not understand how to like bait people like Sentinels util. So if you're on attack side and you know, like people just run it down, and I honestly hate that. So if you can try to like initiate for your team to, or at least you bait out their util, like break the trip or something, or break their alarm bot if it's KJ, and then just rotate to the other side. Like I hate when people just say things like, oh, let's just ego it, like we're just better. Like, I mean, bro, why just make their lives easier and play into the Sentinel site, right? If you see the Sentinel, just rotate to the other site or just work mid. Like, don't just run it down. Don't just run it down. I feel like there's a lower probability of you winning that take on the site. So I don't know if you're doing that as Jet, and you're just like smoke dashing in a lot and you're just dying because like even if there's like a vice wall, like you're legitimately the only person on site and every one of your other teammates are blocked by the wall, so they cannot help you. And you can't blame them for, you know, just smoke dashing in. Like, you probably should have known that wall was there because you probably can tell that it was there if you're close to the entrance, right, of that wall. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, if you want, I guess you could retire the Jet, or I would probably study more smoke entries as Jet. I mean, but again, I can't tell for sure. If you want to submit a VOD, feel free to do it in the Discord channel and submit a VOD there. And I could give you more specific advice. Alright. Alright, Mercy, I see your roses. Thank you for the roses, Mercy. Ghost, I see you, Ghost. Alright, Ghost, you're next. And then Mercy, you're next. I see you, Mercy. I see you, Mercy. Alright, let me copy Mercy so I don't lose Mercy. Alright. Again, if you guys are new, chat, gifters get priority. That's just how it works right now because there's just two. Oh my god, Harv, thank you for the game controller. That is huge. That is huge. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'll check yours out next for sure. All right. We're currently Diamond 3. Our win rate is pretty average. Like, we're hard stuck for sure. Especially when we've played 240 matches this act, which is insane. So our headshot, I'm assuming your mechanics are pretty solid, but it's probably, I would assume it's like a game sense issue. Okay. All right, we gotta drop all the agents. Come on, we gotta stick to 1 to 2 agents and max 1 roll. I don't care what anyone says, and I will always say this. I don't care if you're a filler, but if you fill, you will not get better at this game. I mean, you might get better, but like you'll get better way slower. All right. So stick to 1 roll, max 2 agents. And that's it. Like, you can have a backup role, I guess. Like, for example, if you're insta-lock, if you're like an insta-lock initiator or smoke or sentinel, well, you can have double smokes or a double initiator. So I feel like that's still fine, but it like double senti might be, I feel like double senti maybe, I don't know, it's not as common, but I get it. If you're a sentinel and it gets taken, but it doesn't even sound like you played sentinel that often, just stick to 1 or 2 agents and stick to 1 role. You're not going to get better at this game by just playing any agent. That's not how this game works, and you're not building any pattern recognition. So hopefully this helps. I think this will definitely help you climb. And then come back to me in a couple weeks and see what happens. Because yeah, it seems like you're putting in the time. I mean, like, look at this, you're playing every day. So Imagine you playing every day and you're playing the same agent. Imagine how much easier the game becomes, because there's so many maps in this game, right? Like 4 or 5. I don't know how many. I don't know how many are in the pool. It's about like 5, I think. And if you're so that's one variable, right? And if you play another agent, that's another. If you play different like a lot of different agents, that's a huge variable. Variable you're creating, right? So you'd rather have that variable basically be gone, so that you can have more consistency, because you don't have to think as much about util. And also, you're probably just placing a lot of this util very averagely, if you're just playing every agent. So hope you can do that in the future, and then you can come back to me in like a couple weeks and see how that goes. All right. Okay, cool. All right, I got Mercy next, right? I think this was Mercy. All right, Mercy, you're a different story. You're diamond, but your win rate's positive. Our stats are not looking the hottest, but our win rate's positive. Okay, I like that we are mostly main. Okay, you guys love chamber, huh? But I feel like most of you guys that play chamber have a negative win rate with chamber. So I don't know how I feel about it. Why do you guys pick chamber? I'm genuinely curious. If you want to play sentinel, I would highly recommend you pick a different agent. Unless your aim is like god tier, I probably would not recommend chamber, because like, you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying when you have like a chamber that just peaks like C long on like Lotus, and they just lose that fight, and then C site is free basically, right? You'd rather be playing someone like Vice or someone, or Deadlock, and stall them and not just give them sight as easily. I feel like there's plenty of sentinels that have more valuable utility for your team. So I'd probably drop the chamber if I were you, but it's up to you, whatever you want to main. It seems like you've played a lot of Phoenix, so I would probably keep playing your Phoenix and just keep installing Phoenix, because Phoenix Flash is really good in this game. So I would probably just stop playing the chamber right now and just keep playing Phoenix, and I think you'll start climbing again, or even harder, to be honest, because it's not even like your win rate's negative right now. So hope that helps. All right, Harv, I'm sorry, where you at? Harv, you here? Can you post your tracker right now? Harv, N star Reiki. I see you, Harv. I got you. All right. You're ascending 2, win rate positive. Your stats are looking pretty good. It doesn't seem like you're. What are you? Oh, you're on console. Are you Hearthstuck? You're probably just recent playing, right? Why doesn't it tell me your rank? Okay, that's weird. I don't know why it's not telling me your rank, but I feel like you're doing fine, I'm assuming. Also, I would probably recommend for you stop playing so many agents. I think you'll get better at this game if you just stick to 1 or 2 agents. So, hope that helps. I feel like there's no point in like even VOD reviewing someone that doesn't play 1 or 2 agents. So, I would do that first, and if you feel like you're hard stuck, you can send me your tracker again in a couple weeks, and yeah, let me know, and I could maybe VOD review in the future. All right, N star. Ascendant 9 since episode 9 act 1. I mean, that's not too far behind, but I will say you are probably like stunting your growth by playing too many agents. I'm pretty sure almost like every Valorant coach would agree that filling is trolling. If all you want to do is climb, like a one trick will always climb faster than somebody that fills. I think every coach would probably agree with that. All right, N star, are you here? Or Reiki or Okay, I see you, I see you, I don't know. Give me a second though. All right, I'm just going in order because there's a lot of gifters I haven't done yet too. So please be patient with me. Oh my god, you know what? This makes my life easy. You're just cracked, huh? You're just cracked. You're on the. I don't know how you're just cracked. I can't tell if you're just the goat or what, but seems like you have no issues whatsoever. You're just the goat. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this makes it easy. I mean, keep it up. You have nothing. I have nothing. I have no advice to give to you. You're doing great as is. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Reiki. Reiki, I see you. I see you, Reiki. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it, Reiki. You will not go unnoticed. Oh my God, you're also Immortal 3. Jesus, you're cracked. I mean, what do you even need help? Okay, yeah. Oh wow, you play a lot. I'm surprised. I mean, Reiki, to be honest, skill wise, you're probably better than me, I would assume. But at this point, all I can recommend to you is if you really want to hit Radiant, the only way I feel is to legitimately study your favorite like pro. Um, Study your favorite pro and study them like very carefully and try to mimic their timings, their utility usage, um, and timings because if you're able to copy what they do, then there should be no reason why you can't do the same, right? You should be able to hit Radiant too. So it's definitely, I think you're already definitely at the top, like you're pretty close. But if you want to hit Radiant, then I would say, I'm assuming your aim is like like your mechanics are very solid, but it's probably a lot of like small timing issues or just, you know, maybe you need to outplay your opponents a little bit more and try to think about more carefully how to be one step ahead of them. So hopefully that helps. You're already cracked, though. All right, Rimu, N-Star, Francio, or I don't know. I don't know. I see you. Thank you. I don't know. Yo, thank you for the roses. I don't know. I appreciate you. All right. All right. Your win rate's pretty positive. I'm not gonna lie. Are you heartstuck though? I mean, you barely play this game. Like you took a break. I don't think you're heartstuck right now. It seems like you're just better. I mean, keep it up is all I'll say. You probably have a decent understanding of this game. Oh wait, whoa. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I just want to see how often you 5-stack. Okay, I will say I feel like your rank might feel like it's a bit easier. Well, I mean, I don't think you 5-stack that often. I think you're fine. I'd say just keep playing the game, but just be careful. I just personally believe like 5-stacking with a bunch of low ranked players is like you're getting boosted in a way, in my opinion, because it's just so much easier. I mean, let's be honest, right? So, but just keep playing the game. I think you're doing fine. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I think you'll climb to diamond at this point. So keep it up. Keep it up. Okay, I don't know if did I do you I did. Did I do you Yeah, post your tracker if you're here. They just needed somebody to fill a 5-stack. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'm not calling you out or anything. I'm just saying, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's definitely cases where I feel like people don't deserve their rank because they just get carried or their games are just too easy because of their 5-stack. But it's all good. I mean, you're just playing with your friends, right? So that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? Having a good time. If you're not here, then Puzito or No Leaf. Yo, thank you for the donut, Puzito. No Leaf, I see you. Puzito, do I see you? Sorry, chat. Gifters get priority, so I hope you guys can understand. Okay. So what? You're immortal? You don't know what happened? What do you mean you don't know what happened? What do you mean? You seem like you're doing fine though. I mean, your headshot percent is pretty high, like pretty damn high. I feel like we just need to play more. We haven't played that much this act, so what is our heat map look like? Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, I feel like once you hit immortal, like you gotta put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at most people in high immortal and radiant, like these guys are playing the game like almost every day. So you can't expect to beat these guys if you're not doing the same. So I would just personally say play more, and you might climb to immortal 3, but that's unfortunately the way it is. Like that's just, you know, to get to that like small like extra, like be better, like that extra 5%. You know what I mean? That's just putting in the time. It's annoying. I agree. I personally find that annoying, but this is why I'm helping you guys out, because I find more value in helping you guys than climbing myself. So, all right, Puzito, are you still here? Yes, I see you, Puzito. I didn't mean to skip you. I see your message. All right, Puzito, skibbity. All right. Oh my God, her stats are insane, but our win rate is so not insane. I like that we're inslocking mostly duelists. I don't like that we have 3 or 4 duelists in our pool. I would recommend please just limit it to 2 max, because for even 4 agents in one role is a lot. So, just please limit it to 2. That's the first thing. If you're getting a lot of kills but you're not winning a lot of rounds, that probably means you're either baiting your teammates a lot, or you're just not the first one to die. You're not trading your teammates enough. Could be a bunch of things. If you want, you can join my Discord. You can submit a VOD. I can give you my link tree. Just join the Discord, and we have a Discord channel where people can submit their VOD reviews, and I can take a look and give you more specific help. But yeah, there's no way for me to know for sure what your issue is, because I only can see numbers, and from these numbers it seems like your mechanics are insane and your damage is actually insane too. Like per round, your impact, I don't know if it's impactful kills, but you do get a lot of kills in most games, and your win rate isn't following, which probably means you're not doing the objective well. That's what I would assume. All right. No Leaf. Did I see you already? No Leaf. I see you with the roses. And attack. Throw a pan. Thank you for throwing a pan at me. All right. Okay, Twitch. I know I've been ignoring Twitch, but if you guys send bits or something, I don't know, if you guys subscribe like through Twitch Prime or something, I will definitely also consider like prioritize you guys. All right, I won't ignore Twitch too. All right, I see you guys in the Twitch chat. Fortunately, I am prioritizing people right now that are gifting or, you know, supporting me with a donation. So there's just too many people, so please understand. I'm not trying to like single anyone out or just ignore people. I'm trying my best. All right. Oh my God, you're cracked. I don't know what to say. Like, to be honest, I feel like you're primed for Radiant at this point. You're insane. You're Immortal 3. I mean, keep it up. I don't even know if you need my help. This might be a flex. Is it a flex? This might be a flex. You're just insane. I mean, that makes my life easy. I don't have to say much. You're on the right path. No Leaf. Did I see you already or no? No Leaf. All right. I don't see any gifters right now, so I'm gonna choose one from the non-gifters. Anyone in non-gifters, Twitch or TikTok, please just spam it right now. Spam your tracker right now. And chat, if you guys are new, make sure to just spam the like so that TikTok is recommending the live. All right. You know what? I'll give Twitch some love. All right. I'm giving Twitch some love right now. So Ace, I see you. I'll review yours right now. I see you. I appreciate you watching on Twitch. Oh my God. All right. Oh my god. What the hell? Are you just here to flex? You're just the goat. What do you want me to say? Jesus Christ. You're here radiant. What most people cannot do in their lifetime. You don't need my help. But good for you. You're the goat. You don't need my help. Alright. Chat, just so you guys know, gifters do have priority. So if you guys gift, I will make sure to guarantee that I'll see you guys. Alright. Yeah, I got you. MSTE. I'll choose another from Twitch right now. MSTAZXZ. Okay, thank you. We finally have somebody that's actually heart stuck. Thank you, please. I need more of these. So you're not heart stuck, Plat. Honestly, your stats are pretty good, but again, you're like that chamber. I think he was a chamber. He also had like pretty good stats across the board, but the win rate is like not that good. Okay. All right, let's stick to one agent or two agent, and let's stick to one role, and then we can talk. But oh man, like I think we have to study Jet more if you want to play Jet, and Reyna. We're gonna have to increase that win rate a little bit. It seems like your win rate is highest on Waylay, but yeah, honestly, come back to me when you stick to 1 to 2 agents, because we're just trolling by picking like legitimately. I don't know how people are picking a different agent every map. Like you're not gonna get better this way. All right, so stick to 1 to 2 agents, and I promise you, I think the game will become easier. And then try that out for a couple weeks, and if you feel like you're still hard stuck, then come back to me. Sounds good? Hope that helps. All right. Oh, Plucky Mango, thank you for the 95 biddies. I appreciate that. Plucky Mango, I gifted. Yeah, you get priority, of course. I got you. Plucky Mango. Of course you get prio. Okay, you're immortal. When did you start? Performance. I mean, are you hard stuck though? I mean, you have been ascended for a long time, but I mean, right now it seems like your win rate's pretty positive. So I don't deem you as hard stuck right now, if I'm being honest. I would personally just say keep it up. Keep playing. I'm assuming you're playing like pretty often nowadays. Yeah. It seems like you're playing like very often, which is really good. So I'd say keep it up. If you feel like you're still getting hard stuck, and if I don't VOD review for you, I'm sure you can do it yourself, because I feel like you probably understand how to self-improve. I would also recommend just watch pros and just study whichever agent you like the most. Just legitimately type like Radiant ISO VOD on YouTube and just watch them and study them and see what they do, and just try to imitate them more, and their movement as well. And I think you'll climb to Radiant in no time, I would think. All right. So hopefully that helps. All right. TikTok, let me show you guys some love. Again, gifters get priority, just so you guys know. All right, but right now there's no gifters right now. So if you want to gift, you get to skip the queue, but I'm going to pick a non-gifter right now. I'm picking a non-gifter right now. So spam. All right. Oh, thanks for the bits again, Mango. I appreciate you. No problem, man. I think you're on the right track though. I think you probably understand, like what it means to just learn, like just self-improve. And so I think it's for you, it's just a matter of putting in the time and just watching pros and stuff like that. All right, I see. All right, let's pick. Please. Okay, hard stuck ascendant. All right, I like picking people that are hard stuck because you guys actually need help. People that flex are just, they're flexing. All right, Sasuke, I see you with the rose. I'll pick you next. I have your name copied, so you're ready for the cube. All right, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the gift. Okay, yeah, we do have a lot of games on Ascendant. Our headshot percentage is pretty high, if I were to say. But our damage per round is looking... doesn't look terrible. But we have a ton of games in Ascendant. And we're insta-locking Reyna most of the time. Uh, hmm. This one's tough. We do have a lot of games on Sky. What is that about? We are playing every day, almost. And we've been hard stuck Ascendant. Yeah, you're actually hard stuck, I guess. Okay, you know what? I think for you, I can't tell for sure what your issue is. I think it's probably more of a game sense related issue. You're probably not trading your teammates or something like that, or you're not playing timings well. Um, I don't know what it might be. You might be too predictable. Like for example, if you're flanking like every round, you might be too predictable. But for you, feel free to join my Discord. I think you might benefit. Maybe I could help you out a little bit more specifically. But here's my link tree. You can find the Discord in the link tree, and feel free to join it. And if you want, you can submit a VOD, and from there, we have a VOD reviews channel. And once you submit your VOD, we could set up a day where we take a look at it. Yeah. And then maybe I could help you out a little more specifically, because it's hard to say just from the stats alone. All right. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it, guys. If you guys are new, please follow. I would appreciate that a lot. We will definitely have more VOD reviews sessions in the future. I mean, not VOD review. I mean, we will do VOD reviews, but tracker reviews in the future. So don't feel bad if I didn't get to yours yet. It's nothing personal. I will make sure to try to get to as many people as I can. All right, Sasuke, can you post your tracker again? I think I lost yours. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sasuke, you're still here, right? I'll do SCRV next. But Sasuke, you're definitely next. All right, I got you, Sasuke. I'm sorry, I had to copy paste something, so I lost you. All right, so SCRVNX. Wait, mods, can we on Twitch, can we disable slow mode? I think we should probably disable slow mode. I actually don't know if Twitch recommends channels based on like chat activity, so I think slow mode would actually be bad for us. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so diamond, we're hard stuck diamond actually. Oh, we peaked ascendant and we're still struggling in diamond 1. What is happening? I mean, you just barely play the game. Let's see your heat map. You recently just started playing. I'd say play some more. I mean, the fact that you got to Ascendant, which makes me assume like you know what it takes to get there, you know? Like you might just be rusty right now. Let me see. I don't know if you're just unlucky with these games, if I'm being honest. It seems like you do perform generally pretty well every time. But you are playing against low rank players too. And you do have a duo. I don't know if your duo is holding you down, or you also trio. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know if like you're just playing for fun. Cause I do feel like when it's like a full rank apart, I feel like that's a pretty big gap. So if you're diamond 1 and your duo's plat 1, you're probably not getting like accurate games of that skill level of where you are in your MMR. To be honest, I feel like you should be winning even more because it should be easier, but I'm assuming it's more of like game sense issue. You're probably just getting diffed by their team somehow. I think for your case, you should probably also submit a VOD if you want. And I could probably help you out more specifically, but hard to say just based off these stats. It could also be just unlucky. I'm not sure. And also, I don't know what you prioritize in life, right? Maybe you just want to play with your duo and have a better time. And that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But if all you care about is getting better at this game, then to be honest, if you have a duo that's like one full division behind, I feel like that's a pretty big gap. So I would probably recommend solo queuing more. You'll probably get better that way, to be honest, but it's up to you. Whatever you prioritize in life. That's most important. All right. All right. So Sasuke, you're next because you're the last gifter. Chat. I'm sorry. If you guys donate bits or sub or gift on TikTok, this is the way I prioritize. So if I there's currently no gifters right now. So after this person, I will choose a non-gifter. But if there is a gifter, I will prioritize, just so you guys know. So, all right. Currently, we're hard stuck. I don't know if we're hard stuck. Okay. We actually were Immortal like 3, but this Immortal 3 back then didn't have Ascendant, I believe. So this is basically still Ascendant, I'd say. So it seems like we are hard stuck like Ascendant, Immortal. And how often we're okay. We're just not playing enough, if I'm being honest. I feel like in this rank you gotta play more consistently. Like at least like 2 games, like 5 days a week, maybe 4 days a week, I feel would be minimum requirement to like climb in these ranks. Like you're just not gonna be, you're not gonna be getting consistent good practice. And I feel like it's good to, like at this point, you need to really have consistency and a lot of muscle memory built in. And I've seen a lot of these situations, and that just comes from playing more. So for you, I probably recommend just playing more, because a lot of these big gaps, like let me see, you play 2 matches, 5 matches, right? So I'd rather you play 1 match per day, 5 days, versus 5 matches in 1 day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's possible for you, but your brain will develop better with this game if you play 1 ranked per day versus 5 ranked in 1 day. All right. So if you can, I probably recommend more frequency, and more frequency in terms of days, but less frequency in terms of in a single day. All right. Hope that helps. All right. I see you, RM and M. What is that? M fart? Is that a fart? I see you, M. Thank you for the gifts. I see you. And then RM. Where are you at, RM? I see you, RM. You're next. RM, you're next. All right. You're also hard stuck, Ascendant. Are you playing too many agents? You're playing a lot, which is good. Look at this. I like that you're playing a lot. It seems like you're playing a lot more recently. I will say... We mostly main duelist, which I think is fine, but... Alright, let me check the games that we're not playing duelist, so... Hold up. Who are you playing against? Just other Ascendants. Low Ascendant, actually. Your MMR is actually... Interesting, you're not playing against higher MMR people. Alright, we're definitely hard stuck. If you want, you can submit a VOD for me, but to be honest, I do feel like you do play too many other agents, though. I will say you should probably just 1 to 2 trick max. Like this feels like too much. Like even more recently, it seems like you're just filling kind of, and I don't like that. Like the fact that you played 3 different agents in 1 ranked session, I don't like that. It should really not be like that if you can. I think if you do that, I think you might climb. So that would be my first word of advice. If you feel like you do that and in a couple weeks you still feel like you're hard stuck, then feel free to drop a VOD review in my Discord channel and we could take a look at it. Sounds good? Alright. Okay, RM, I know you're next, right? RM is... I think this is RM. Okay, gold. Hard stuck. Oof. So you're gold. I don't know if you've seen the Woohoojin video. I mean, I just find it hard to believe that you go like 5 and 15 or 4 and 16 if you like are really good at the Woohoojin mechanics. So, you know, I'm gonna say, I don't know if you've seen this before, but also I would recommend you type in Woohoojin aim training on YouTube and then check out this video. I guarantee this routine will get you to gold. And if you feel like you've already done it, I'm pretty sure you can still improve it. So make sure your mechanics are really clean. And then I'm also assuming it's probably like a major game sense issue. Make sure you also learn slicing the pie. If you don't know about slicing the pie, let me see if there's slicing the pie. Woohooshin. Just look up slicing the pie, and I'm sure you can just watch a bunch of videos that explain the concept of slicing the pie. But basically, you don't want to wide swing everything and just lower your chances of getting a kill. So slice the pie more. That might be the reason you're just dying a lot. But yeah, hope that helps. And if you also want, you can submit a VOD and I could take a look at it and give you more specific advice as to what your like biggest major issue is. So yeah, hope that helps. Keep it up. I believe in you. You can do it. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right. Let's see. Melarek and King Kong. I see you, Melarek. All right, I got you, Melarek. Thank you for the gifts. I see you. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ascendant, but are we hard stuck? I don't think we're actually on a steady climb, honestly. I don't hate this. And look at this. I love to see that you're just maining jet like every single I don't know if you guys can see this, but this main jet like every single act. And this is what I'm saying, like, you know, I feel like you're starting to see the patterns, and look at your win rate. Like, it's positive. Everything's looking positive. I think you're on the right track, to be honest. Well, as I say that, you're actually playing a lot of different agents right now, which is, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll let it slide, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. I feel like you should probably stick with Jet. Also, you haven't been playing that much lately, so I don't know if you're just taking a break right now, but seems like you're still on the right track though, so keep it up. You're doing great. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. King Kong. I see your rose gift. I see your rose gift. King Kong. Chat, if you guys are new, I am taking priority over people that gift. So if you guys gift, I'll make sure to see it. If you guys don't gift, there's no guarantee, unfortunately. There's just so many people constantly asking. Yo, what's up, Maximus? Yo, congrats, man. Good for you. Good for you. Hope you're doing good. King Kong, are you here? King Kong. Yo, let's see. I don't know if King Kong's here, but let's see. Oh, I see you. I see you. Sudoku and okay, Sudoku, I see you. Sudoku, I see you. I see you. And then Qlax or something. Qlax, I see you next. Qlax, are you here? I see your roses. I see your roses. All right, Sudoku. Oh, King Kong, you're here. Are you posting it? Can you post your tracker? I don't know if it's shadow banning you right now, but if you want, you can try to post it on Twitch if I don't see it. Are you Yangil on Twitch? All right, hold on. Let me review this real quick. Ascendant, performance. I mean, you just started this game and you're killing it. I don't know what else to say. It's either Smurf or I feel like you're probably a Smurf. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, you're doing great. I don't know why people would post their Smurf, but you're doing good. I'm King Kong. All right, post your tracker on. Did you post your tracker here? Post it on Twitch. Post your tracker on Twitch, and I'll check it out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's no point of posting. I don't want to see your alts. I'm gonna be honest. What's the point? What's the point? Showing me your alt doesn't mean anything to me. All right, Qlax, are you here? Qlax. I don't know if you're here. All right, I see you. I see you, Yangil. Thank you. Thank you for sending it over. I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, are you hard stuck though? Okay, wow. We have been Immortal 3 for a long time. Uh, I will say though, like, I don't know if we need to just... You haven't been playing as much lately. Let me see. Yeah, like, I feel if you want to get better at this rank, you got to treat it like a full-time job, brother. I feel like that's legitimately kind of like the only way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel once you're at like high Immortal 3 and low Radiant, like, bro, you're starting to compete with people that it's like these guys are playing every day. And like, if you're not playing every day, how are you going to beat them, right? Like, no matter how good your like intuition might be, you're always going to lose to the person that just works harder than you. So you got to work harder. I mean, I don't know what your goals are in life, but if you really want Radiant, you got to play every day, or at least almost every day. You can't be taking breaks like this. If anything, play less ranked games per day and have more days across the week. You know what I mean? Spread them out more instead of like just cramming certain ones. Like this day you played 4 matches in one day. You can have two matches in 2 days, right? So I would probably recommend that for you. I think if you really want to hit Radiant, that's probably your best bet. All right. Let's see. I see the roses. I see Qlax. I see Qlax. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, Qlax. Tag is Twitch. Okay, hold on. Is it this? Oh my god. I mean, are you heart stuck? I mean, you're Radiant, so... Well, I don't know what you want in life, but I mean, you're cracked. You are legitimately cracked. You are... Let's see. I mean, let's see if you play every day. I mean, you definitely play more than King Kong here. So at this point, you're probably just maintaining your rank. I mean, good for you. You're the GOAT. Keep it up. It doesn't seem like you're hard stuck, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you're better than me for sure. I can't help you probably. It's, I don't even know what your goals are in life, but good job. Good job. All right, who's next? Zeno, Krishna. Zeno and Krishna, I see you guys. Just maintaining rank, trying for top 100. Damn, good luck. Good luck. I believe you can hit it. I mean, seems like... I don't know what this peak rating number was, but... I mean, I feel like you could get there. You're cracked. You are cracked. Alright, Zeno. I see you, Zeno. Zeno and Krishna. Where's Krishna at? Alright, aura farming. Dude, all of you guys are just immortal and radiant. How are you guys? All the people that just give money to me is just high rank. I mean, that makes my life easy because I have nothing to say. You're on the right track. Keep going. Alright, next. Easy for me. Krishna. I like helping people that actually need help, so hope you guys can understand me not spending as much time with people that don't actually need that much help. Alright, Krishna. Krishna, are you here? If Krishna's not here, then... Krishna. If not, okay, Krishna's not here, then... Alright, chat, if you guys are new, make sure to follow. Follow. Just in case if I miss yours and I don't ever end up getting to yours, please follow. I will definitely try to check it out in a future tracker session. But right now, oh Krishna, I see you. I don't think I see your message though. So if you want, you can try to join my Twitch and post it there because I don't see it on TikTok. You might be getting also shadow banned or something on TikTok. So I'll post the link tree again if you guys need my socials. We do also have a Discord channel where if you want, you guys can submit a VOD and I can review your ranked game and I could take a look at it and give you more personal advice and what you need work on. All right. But right now, it seems like there's no other gifters right now. So I'll pick a non-gifter at this moment. So everyone spam your tracker right now and I'll pick one at random. All right. Spam your tracker. Thank you for the follow, George. I appreciate you. All right, I see you. Rico 94, I see you. You got like a number 3 badge. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate I'm assuming that's maybe like watch time. Thank you for watching. I got you, Rico. All right, let's do Rico next. All right, Ascendant, actually Heartstuck, which I like to see. Wow, it seems like we've degraded a bit. We are playing more. We also have periods of like off time. Maybe we're just busy with life. Oh my god, but you're playing like every day. Jesus. If you're playing every day and you're hard stuck, let's see what your issue is. I just feel like we're just playing too many agents. Even this, like I feel like we're playing too many agents. Like Jet. Like I don't like that we're playing Duelist and Smokes and Sentinel. Like I can't believe we just did this all in one day. Like I personally would say main one role. It seems like you like controller the most, so please install controller. Just keep installing it every game. I don't think double controller is necessarily troll, so if somebody else also locks Smokes, I don't think it's the end of the world. I would personally just recommend that you, I mean, look at this, right? Like your win rate on Jet is 42%. Imagine you retire this Jet. I mean, I feel like your win rate would just legitimately be positive. That would be my guess, because it seems like your Jet is not working. So either you study Jet more and review more Jet VODs of pros that play Jet, or just stick to controller, because it seems like you're doing great on controller. So that would be my advice for you. And I think you'll find a positive climb and a positive experience. All right. It's Krishna. I see you. Thank you. Her ILY. Her hashtag ILY. Is this actually your? What is your? I don't see you get. Is this the exact casing? Because this is the only one. I don't know who you are. Can you just give me the link to your tracker? All right, who's next? Bro, you stole my rice again? What the hell are you saying, pterodactyl? Just, Jesus Christ, who hurt you, man? Calm down, brother. Calm down, brother. You might be tweaking out. All right, Roger, I see you, Roger and Rex. All right, I see you, Roger. Oh, hard stuck in her. That's your whole name. I hate that you guys have spaces on your name. Okay, you're Immortal 3. Damn. Good for you. Are you hard stuck? Are you trying to just like shoot for Radiant? I mean, at this point, you probably should just watch pros and review pros. Yeah, I mean, based on these stats, low key, I think we just retire that Reyna like 41% with 27 games. I think we just have to retire that Reyna. It's not looking too good. If you retire the Reyna, I feel like your win rate on ISO and Brim is actually insane. So keep playing these agents. Yeah, actually all the other characters aren't looking too good. ISO and Brim, you seem to like play really well with. I don't know though. I will probably say like you're playing too many agents though. Like you probably should start maining one at this point, because it seems like we're just filling or something like that. And I feel like you'll probably end up hitting it faster if you just 1 to 2 trick, maybe 1 to 2 rolls as well, since you've already have a pretty good understanding, I think. All right. But I mean, good stuff though. You're cracked. All right, Rex. I see you, Rex. All right, Krishna, you're next. You're next, Krishna. I promise. Krishna, you're next. I promise. Let me know. I'll let you know for sure. Let's see. Here, I got you, Krishna. Thank you for sending me the link. All right, let's do Krishna first, and then I got you, Rex. All right. So Krishna, you are hard stuck diamond. That's for sure. Our win rate is pretty low. It seems like we are climbing, it seems. What's our actual rank? We're peak diamond, so we back to our peak, yeah? Yeah, it seems like we're back on our peak. You didn't play that much last act, but you're starting to play a lot more, which I guess is fine. Yeah, you're starting to play more, which is good. And let's see, are we, oh my, hold on. Okay, so we either play ISO and Reyna, but our Reyna win rate is way better than our ISOs. Okay, I don't know what we're doing with the ISO, but we might have to retire the ISO. I'm not sure. You're doing well with Cypher, so maybe you keep playing Cypher. But I will say you are definitely playing too many agents and too many roles. So for you as well, please stick to one agent, two agents max, and stick to one role. Stick to one role max, and I think you'll start climbing faster, and you'll have a better understanding of your agent. All right, so just choose your favorite agent, your top two agents, and stick to that role, and I think you'll do fine. All right, Rex. All right, we are not necessarily hard stuck. I feel like this is not that many games, but it's a solid amount of games. Let's see. Okay, so I would also probably argue like we're still not playing enough. If we want to climb, you got to be serious about this. Like 3 times a day, 3 times a week. Again, like if I were you, if you can play, like you played 3 ranked games this day, if you can try to play like 2 games that day and play 1 ranked another day that you haven't played. Try to spread it out more, because this is not enough, I feel like, to get better. I mean, everyone's different, but personally, I do like you just have to be consistent with wanting to improve, and that requires time consistently. You got to put in like every day or almost every day. If you're taking long breaks like this, then you kind of learn whatever you learned and you kind of forget, right? You'll solidify what you learned if you repeat and do it over and over again. All right, so hope that helps. Chat, if you guys are new, please like and follow. Make sure to follow if I miss your tracker. I'm probably only going to be doing this for 15 more minutes. Actually, hold on. Before we start doing more trackers, all right, let me just make sure that we have a VOD ready for today's session. So who is this? Yo, say hashtag soar. Are you here today right now? Because we can VOD review you today. If not, Cryptics, are you here? Because if you are here, Cryptics, we could VOD review. Oh, actually, I can't VOD review you. You just gave me a VOD from your Swift Play. Please do not give me a VOD from your Swift Play. I don't care about Swift Play. That doesn't mean anything to me, all right? Or Lucas, Alcus. Lucas, are you here? Alcus, hashtag 5 zeros. If you're here, we can VOD review you today. If not, we can just keep doing trackers today. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So if I don't see any of you guys on right now, then I won't VOD review you guys. Otherwise we'll just keep doing trackers. So I guess we'll do trackers right now. All right, Ruv, I see you. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate the gifts. Just so you guys know, what's the Discord link? I got you, fam. Actually, if somebody asked on Twitch, somebody can, I guess, post the, I think hashtags or exclamation mark socials, I think, or exclamation. Yeah. You got it. Okay, so let's check D-Ruvs. Oh my god, I lost D-Ruv. Oh my god. D-Ruv. Alright, I got you, D-Ruv. Tier 1. Immortal 1. I mean, you're not hard stuck, so our stats look fine, I guess. I mean, we are playing a bunch of agents, but you're not hard stuck, so I would just say keep playing. It doesn't seem like you're hard stuck, so keep doing what you're doing. It seems like you're doing good, and yeah. You're doing good. You're doing good. Maybe we could build up that. I don't even know. I feel like these stats are fine. Like, could be better, but I think it's fine. You're doing good. You're doing good. Let's give some time to people that actually need help. So, okay, let's see. Aiming low. I see your gift. I see your gifts. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, anyone that gifts has priority over everyone else. So there's currently nobody else in the queue that has gifted. So if you gift, you will be guaranteed to be next. Just so you guys know that. Just want to put that out there. All right, so we're currently hard stuck diamond. That is for sure hard stuck. And we're playing almost every day, which is good. Wow, hold on. Okay, I don't like this. You too as well. Like, please just main one role. I don't like this. I don't like we're playing initiator and sentinel, and duelist. Like, why are we playing a duelist? And, well, okay, hold on. Sentinel, duelist. It seems like you play sentinel, duelist, or initiator most of the time. I don't like that. You're playing too many roles, in my opinion. Start to master one role first. If you want in the future, you can start to branch out, but you're not going to help yourself by playing like 3 different roles, 3 different agents. You know what I'm saying? Like, one role in itself, I feel like can be studied, and then one role and then one agent for that role can be studied. And then even a different agent for the same role. Like, you got to practice that a lot. So, you're not going to build any patterns by playing different agents, different maps. You know what I mean? The only way you're going to start building patterns is by playing the same agent on different maps. And that way you'll start to recognize certain scenarios, and you'll start to be able to deduce what the right thing to do is. Because if you keep playing new agents, then it's just like, well, you're just thinking about your util all the time. And then it's just like, even if your util, like, is it optimal? Like, you shouldn't even think about your util when you're playing ranked. That's how comfortable you should be with your agent. You know what I mean? All right, Aiden Green, I see your gifts. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Chat, if you guys are new, make sure to just spam the like on the TikTok, and just make sure to follow. I'm definitely not going to get to everyone today. I'll try my best to get to as many people today, but no guarantees. If you guys ever want to be notified of a future live session where we do trackers again, make sure to follow to be notified. And if you guys are first to the next live, then you guys will definitely be the first one to get reviewed. So yeah. All right. Let's see. We are plat. All right, we are hard stuck plat. Yeah, we're hard stuck. Let's see what our stats look like. Honestly, our stats are looking kind of positive, but our headshot could be better if I'm being honest. Okay. All right. Yeah, you too. You're playing too many agents, guys. If I don't review your tracker and you're playing too many agents, like, that should be your obvious answer, right? Like, can I just explain this to everyone? If you guys are playing a different agent, okay, just think about it, guys, right? How many maps are there in ranked? Let's see. There's Fracture, Icebox, Lotus, Split, Pearl, Haven, Ascent, right? 7 maps, right? And just imagine, right? On average, if you wanted to play all 7 maps, that probably takes about, like, I would assume, like, maybe like 5 to 6 hours of your day to play each map once, right? And then on top of that, if you're playing a different agent for every map, right? Even for the same map, if you're playing a different agent, just imagine how much time you need to spend to see the same map and the same agent multiple times. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to dump so many hours. Like, how can you expect your brain to even, like, process patterns? You know what I'm saying? So if you're not one tricking by now, if you're not 2 tricking, if you're not playing only one role by now, please just stop filling. It's not going to help you. I know that you guys are trying to be nice maybe and help your teammates, just fill that last role. But to be honest, sometimes you just have to be selfish. You have to be the one to want what you want, right? And that means other people can't get what they want. So if you're just going to give people what they want, then you're not going to get what you want, right? And if you guys want to get better at this game, you got to be selfish. All right? You guys have to build some sort of an ego. All right? Go watch like Blue Lock or something and be inspired. So yeah, I don't like that we're just playing so many different roles, so many different agents, and there's just no way you're gonna build any consistency this way. I can't even VOD review you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have mastery, I'm assuming, of an agent, right? To a very high level. And if you did, then you probably wouldn't be here in this rank. So I highly recommend just stick to 1 to 2 agents, and I think you'll climb. If I'm being honest, I think you'll climb. All right. Neo, I see you. Neo, are you here? And David or Rafiki. Are you guys here? Neo, David, Rafiki. All right, I see you, David. All right, where's Neo at? Or Rafiki? Where you guys at? All right. Next, if you guys are new here, don't forget to follow. If I miss you guys, it's not intentional. There's just too many people. If you guys want to be notified in the future, if you follow, you'll definitely be notified. So, hey man, this account looks pretty good to me. You're cracked, it seems. This makes my life easy. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep killing it, and you'll be like diamond in no time, it seems. I don't know why I can't see your other stats, but you're doing great. It seems like you just started too, so I don't know if it's a Smurf account or what, but I don't know. I don't think so, actually. You might just be cracked. Good for you. Good for you. All right. So that was, who was that? Is that David or Rafiki? No, Rafiki, are you here? And Neo, are you here? Neo and Rafiki, are you guys here? Neo and Rafiki. I'm name calling you guys right now. Oh, David. Did I do it, David? I don't know who I just did. Did I do Neo? I don't even know what's happening anymore. LLL. Okay, that didn't work. David, that doesn't work. Why would you send me somebody why would you send me somebody else's? What's wrong with you? Should be 3 L's. I mean, that's what I did. I still can't find it. Oh my god, did I get blocked out? Oh no. Is trackers over? Oh frick. It might be over for us. Oh nah. Oh, we just got shadow banned. We just got locked out of tracker. It's over. Alright, that's awkward. Alright, we're gonna have to take a break, which is perfect timing, I guess. Make sure to hit the follow button so that you guys can get notified next time. Alright, because my tracker is broken right now. So make sure to follow, because otherwise you won't get notified the next time I go live. I will go live again, and we'll do tracker again in the future. So, can you see my tag? I've been spamming my IGN. Please try. I can't. It's not gonna work. They blocked me, and I think I'm probably gonna be blocked for like 30 minutes. I'm assuming to an hour. I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm sorry guys. It's not even on incognito. I could try. We could try incognito. Yeah, I think it's just based on my IP. So yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Incognito, little bro. I mean, come on, guys. I do software. I do full stack. I know. Come on. Yeah, like you guys really think these guys like are really that dumb to just lock it based on like a session? Like, no. They have a cookie or something. They must know my session. Or even on incognito, they must know. Alright, so. Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't have tracker anymore. I think we'll have to do... I don't know, if you guys... do I do a VOD review or do I just play? Maybe I just play a little bit. Do you guys... chat, do any of you guys want to join... Okay, you know what? Actually... I'll say this right now. Please join my Discord if you want. So I think it's a good time to mention it. Please join my Discord. If you want to submit a VOD, if you can submit one today, we could probably do yours today, if I'm being honest. We do have a Valo VOD review forum channel, and here users can post their VOD and I can review it for you on stream. And I don't know if I should start scheduling these with people, but yeah, we could probably set up, I think, time. I should probably schedule it, I think, with people so it's more guaranteed. But not allowed to make tracker content. No, I mean I can, but I mean the site is just legitimately blocking me from making any new requests because I probably spammed the site too much. I should probably go slower, to be honest. I don't know what the rate limit is. I don't know if it's like base per hour or I don't know what they do, but it's too much. I guess I was going too fast, unfortunately. But hey, if you guys are feeling generous and you want to gift anyways, feel free to gift. I would appreciate that greatly. I'm spending a lot of hours here, and I'm making what do they call it? They're paying me bananas. Do a rank on setup from Discord. You know, I actually like that. I actually like that idea. Should we have, maybe we should have our own ranked channel. So maybe in the Valorant channel, you guys can send, maybe like, I don't know if, I think it should be outside of Valorant clips. Or should it be in Valorant clips? I don't know. I feel like Valorant clips is probably fine, right? We could probably do Valorant clips and then you guys can all submit like some highlights or something and we can look at them and then we can all guess what the rank is. All right. What do you guys think about that? I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm not gonna lie. What do you guys think about that? I think that's a good idea. So yeah, if you guys are new, feel free to join the Discord. People are joining right now, which is great. There's a bunch of new people joining. I'm hoping that people can become more active and we can build a community where we're also just able to help each other out. And also, I don't know if you guys watch like VCT or anything like that, but it'd be cool to have people just talk about VCT, just results and performances. So that'll all be great stuff. Other than that, should I play the game? I don't know if I should play the game. Are any of you guys free to play right now? I could do a party. All right, well, I'll try this out. Let's see. Let's see if any of you guys are free to play right now. Let me just have a party code set up. And if any of you guys want to join, feel free to join. This is my Valorant party code. So if you want to play do some dailies, you guys can feel free. But yeah, thank you guys for showing your support. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not ending by the way. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys like a ton. And I hope all that I've been saying has been helpful. I guess I can like show you guys some tips real quick actually, now that I think about it. I don't have to give you guys the code, but let's see. You know what? New hour, try tracker again. Okay, you guys are desperate. Jeez, all right. Yeah, I got you. No, I don't think it's based on the hour. I think it's the moment that I got like timed out. There's a timer starting now, and I think it's either like 15, 30 minutes or an hour. But hey, you know what? I'll just take questions right now. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys have any questions with regards to like the game in general? Because I can help answer certain questions you guys have. Let me ask you guys this, all right? Let me ask you guys this. When you guys play the game, you tell me. I want all of you guys to tell me right now. What are you guys working on right now in the game? What are you guys working on right now? I just got you through TikTok. Yeah, I'm honestly, chat, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm legitimately new to TikTok. I've never streamed on TikTok before, but I feel like even the first few days of just streaming on TikTok has been like insane to me. Like I feel the recommendation system is just way better than Twitch, which is crazy to me. So that's why I've been like pushing more on TikTok and streaming more on TikTok. But even the people that I feel like meeting on TikTok, I thought it'd be a bunch of doom scrollers. Just, they're just, I didn't think anyone would care, and they're just like doom scrolling. Like it's just skip through me. But there's a bunch of you guys that are like super chill and awesome. So, yo, who is this? Pterodactyl? Can you give me schedule 1? Oh, you are shameless. I don't even have the game. Why should I give you the game? I'm not rich. I need more gifts. I'm broke here. I'm the one that need gifts. I'm Heartstuck Ascendant. If I focus on one role to play, do you think it's better to play Duelist or Initiator? That's a good question. To be honest, I feel like I honestly believe you might actually be able to have more impact as an Initiator. And let me tell you why. So let me explain. Through Valoplant, right? Let me explain you why. So let's pick any map, right? Let's just pick Ascent, since Ascent is super popular, right? So, I mean, Duelist, what is a good Duelist supposed to typically do, right? Any good Duelist, like let's say Jet, what they typically do is they're going to smoke dash onto site, right? So Jet smokes on A, and then she dashes in her smoke, right? And then she dashes, hopefully looks left and right to see if anyone's close. So then, as Initiator, I probably would still wait for her to find the first engagement. So like if you're, I feel like most people play Sova. So you're probably darting here. I believe there's a crane dart or something. So Sova would dart. Where is it? You dart like somewhere here, I believe. There's like a top crane dart or something like that. And it scans like everything. So the nice thing about Initiators is that you can trade a lot of times. Because you're not the first one out. And I feel like that way Initiators also, so one thing, right? Initiators, they can orchestrate the Duelist to do what they need to do, right? So you'd be the one proactive. So like, let's say you guys are trying to push for a main, right? As Sova, you can either drone from here, or you can just let the Duelist, push up until here and then start droning from here, right? So if you start droning from here, then you can help your Duelist, and you tell your Duelist not to just run it down, right? If they're running it down, like for example, right? This is how you adapt in the game. So let's say there's a Reyna here, and this Reyna is the enemy Reyna, and this Reyna just constantly kills our Duelist peeking first angle A main, right? As an Initiator, your job, I would say, is tell your Duelist, stop peeking, let me drone first, so that we don't have to spend a body for free, right? Drone for them first, and then the Jet can peek with your drone, right? If you're not proactive like this as an Initiator, then you're probably trolling. But this is why I feel like Initiators have a lot of power into how the starts of rounds can be affected, right? Because any bad Initiator won't say anything. They don't know the right things to do. But imagine you have a good Initiator. Like even as a Duelist, like when I play Duelist, I appreciate it when a good Initiator tells me what to do, right? Because it's like, if I even died to this Reyna, I would think to my head like, damn, like I shouldn't have peeked that dry. I probably should have had Sova util for me, right? And just imagine how much better, it's called valoplant.gg. All right, so just imagine how much better it feels to have the Initiator tell you like, hey Jet, I can drone for you, so you don't need to peek after my drone, right? So imagine like that percentage of you winning this fight with this Jet, right? And this Reyna against this Reyna becomes way higher. Does that make sense? So once we've cleared a main and we have this space now, then as Sova, you can dart for crane, right? You can dart anywhere, to be honest. You can dart heaven, you can dart, I don't know. There is a goated dart. I don't study lineups, but there is a goated dart for a site. I could probably study it, or anyone could probably study it really quickly if they wanted to. And then from there, right, the duelist job is to entry site, take space, and then the initiator is supposed to come and basically your job is to trade, right? Far too many times I see like the duelist will entry and then like people are just too scared to go in, right? Far too many times. Of course it depends, right? Sometimes there is actually too much utility set up on the A site. For example, like KJ can have Molly set up, Vice could have wall set up, who knows what it might be. This is why also like in some scenarios it's not always good to just run it down. This is what I hate about some people, like some lower rank players, even higher rank players I feel like do this. They just try to just run it down, everything. And that's so annoying because like why would you just like lower your percentage chance of winning the round just by running into a bunch of util just because your ego is so high? Like people need to stop doing this. Like there's a reason why pros will bait out walls. Like if you have seen pro matches and a Vice sets up their wall like this, right? So a Vice will set up their wall like this typically on entrances, right? And if the jet just decides to smoke dash into sight, she's literally gonna die. There's no way she gets max 1 probably, right? Unless she has like an insane round, but the percentage chance of that happening is so low, right? Like imagine somebody's at tree, somebody's at heaven, or somebody's even at sight, right? Like 3 people would be looking at this jet and trying to kill her because she's isolated from the rest of her team. So as jet, like I feel like the best thing to do like would just be to bait out this wall, right? Once you bait out the wall, it's gone. And then if you want, you can re-hit A later, right? Or you can just work the other side of the map, right? So that's why there's so much like mental games going on. Like the game becomes very deep. It shouldn't be that simple. Like if this is why 5-man rushes will stop working eventually. You have to work the map. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me see. Let's hopefully I hope that helps, but I personally believe that being an initiator, you don't have to be the first one to die, which is why if you learn to become really good at training, I feel like your kills can be really impactful. So I hope that answers your question. I would probably recommend initiator if you don't like duelist, but I personally like duelist. I just like running it down and having the first engagements, so I pick duelist. But it's all up to you at the end of the day. All right, hopefully that helps though. Let's see. Very helpful. Appreciate that. I usually fill. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think it's good to even like, hey, I don't want to get mad at people for filling. Like, I think if you're doing it for the reason of, you know, you want to try them out and figure out what you like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's completely fine. Cause like, how else are you supposed to know what you like and what you don't like if you haven't tried it? So I completely recommend you try them out. I do mind it when people say they're filling because they feel bad or they don't want to take another person's role. Like they're basically just like as if like any of your own opinions don't matter. Like, I'm sorry, but unfortunately in life, like if you want anything in life, you have to be a little bit selfish. So yeah, I'd probably recommend like just don't care about other people, you know, just care about yourself. And that's okay. That will be okay. If they get mad, they get mad. It is what it is. But all you care about is how you improve in the game and what you're doing to improve, right? And if you can get better, then you're doing the right thing. Okay, adding on to that, can you elaborate how to properly take a site with all roles? Oh, okay, wow. All right, let me explain a rush to you, because I will say even in higher ranks, people just do like to rush, which is sometimes annoying, but you will have teams that rush a lot, right? And so therefore you do have to know how to play it. So, okay. So if you guys know anything about, or if you've played this game enough, there's like really only a finite amount of plays that the attackers can do, right? So let me test you guys, right? Let me test you guys. So what are the possible setups on attack? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. I want to know how much you guys know. How can I get you to read my tracker? My tracker's not working right now. It's broken, unfortunately. So that's why we're just kind of taking a little bit of a detour. For what? So like, okay, I'll give you guys one hint. The easy one I already said. So 5-man rush, right? That's obviously 5 rush. That's obviously one play that you guys can do on attack. All right. So that's one. I give you guys the first one. What are the other ones? You guys tell me the other ones. Okay, yes, I like that. Splits, perfect. That's perfect. You guys can do splits. That's good. So splits, right? And we'll go over all of these if you guys don't already know what these mean. There's also default. Yes, perfect. Right, default. And yes, fakes. Yes, you could definitely do fakes. I like that. Yep. Fakes are good. Okay. Rehit. Yes, you can definitely rehit. You can definitely rehit. So we can go over all of these. Rehit. Sure. Okay. All right. I think this is like this probably covers like most scenarios. All right. This probably covers most, like at least at a basic level. Like I'm sure like we could talk about pros and like crazy like rotates that they do. But to be honest, I feel like if you know this basic understanding and have a really good grasp of it, you can climb high knowing this. All right. The first time I hear rehits, it's the same as double tempo. Rehitting. So okay. We could start with rehitting. Actually, no. Let's start with the basics, right? 5-man rush, right? As the name implies, you're just rushing a site as 5 people, okay? So let's say you have, I'm just going to pretend Jet is the 5 people, right? So initiator is going to use their utility. Like this is how it should go. Initiators use their utility to help clear some of the site, right? The duelist will typically entry onto site first, make space for the rest of the team to run it down after the duelist, right? So once the other guys run it down, like let's say Omen or something, but also controllers, right? Controllers make sure, you have to make sure. So Omen, really also, this is why knowing an agent is so important, because Omen, you have to drag your smoke through the map, right? For agents like Clove and Brimstone, you can just click, and you can put easily, like way faster, the smokes and plant them, right? But Omen, you have to time it so that you, like when you're standing here, you click the smoke button, and then you drag the smoke, and then right click, and then you smoke again, and then you drag to heaven, and then you right click, right? This is why timings are so important, because if you're a controller and you're playing Omen and you decide to do a 5-man rush, if you are not locked in on putting your, or you could blind first if you want. As Omen, you could blind if you guys decide to do a blind. It's all up to you, right? You can paranoia A main if somebody likes to hold A main a lot to get this person off the line. But let's say you're not, let's keep it simple. Let's say you're not blinding, right? Your job as Omen is to, when the round instantly starts, you have to start smoking, because your smokes take time as Omen. It takes a longer time. And if your smokes are not out, just imagine how much harder your life becomes to take sight, right? If you don't have this tree smoke, now you have all of these angles to worry about. If you don't have a heaven smoke, this guy heaven can just peek way quicker and easily, and they don't have to commit as hard, right? If you put this smoke out, they have to swing way wider, and they're probably gonna die maybe if they don't end up getting a kill. But this is why controllers, it's so important to have your smokes down on time. So that's why it's important to know what the play is. People don't pre-round enough, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people go on autopilot, and this is really frustrating because people just expect people to know what to do. So it's important to be proactive. It's good to be an IGL. Make sure you know what you're doing, and make sure the team knows what you're doing. That would be ideal, to be honest. So yeah, let's say smokes are down, right? Smokes are down, and then you guys all take sight. Ideal scenario is everyone starts like killing each other. People die. Let's say your Jet dies, heaven, and you trade the Jet, heaven, So now it's 4v4 and the rest of everyone is just taking site and planting bomb. All right. That's a 5-man rush. Okay. Does that make sense? That's a 5-man rush. Contact? Yes. Contact is also really good. We could talk about contact as well. But that's a 5-man rush. Pretty simple, right? Everyone just runs it down. That heaven smoke should be deeper then, because if you put it where you did, it's easy to isolate fights. What do you mean deeper? You mean like here or here? Like if you, I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure pros prefer putting the smoke like wide, because if they do decide to go back in the smoke, they are vulnerable. Like you can spam the smoke and they can die, right? If they don't get a kill. The reason why I'm pretty sure this smoke that's tight with the wall is bad is because if they do get a kill, they can just legitimately hide behind this wall and they're more safe compared to this outer smoke. I believe that's why the outer smoke is better. Yeah. It also one ways hell. Yes, for sure. That is also a good reason. So that's a 5-man rush, right? All right. Now let's talk about splits, right? So a 5-man rush is pretty easy. So split is typically, I would say you should probably do a 3-2 setup. So 3 people, like let's say 3 people A main and 2 people on mid, right? So we'll call this one an A split, right? I feel like there are cases where, you know, sometimes people do, I don't know if I agree with this. I'll see setups like 4-1. I personally don't know how I feel about this. Usually they have like the lurk, the sentinel be a lurk. I don't like this necessarily because I feel like there's a lot of times where people just like run it down to sight and then this person that was lurking as one just dies. So it's really, this is why tempo is so important, because the point of a split, the ideal case of a split is that you basically time, so let's say like Jet represents the 3 people, and then let's say Taeho represents the other 2 people that was going mid, right? What is this app? This app is called valoplant.gg, right? So this is the ideal timing of a split, right? I guess it could be here too. So like as Jet decides to take a main, the people going tree should already be very close to tree, if not already in tree. Okay. I hope you guys know this, because far too many times there's no point of doing a split if the people going mid are like this far behind and the people are main. If they decide to like take site at A, this is not a split, right? This is why team coordination is so important. Does that make sense? This is why you have to tell, if they decide to go, you have to tell them to wait. You have to be like, we're not up yet, right? This is why comms are so important. Also, one thing I will say, a very common smoke, like let's say if you're Omen or any smoker, you'll see a lot of times when you guys do a split, people will smoke the stairs, right? Because all you care about is taking a site together from mid and main, right? So when Taeho goes from mid to main, Jet goes from A main to A site, right? So now you guys have site, right? So now we have control of like all of this space. I guess maybe we can consider heaven, but we basically have all of this space now. I'd say we give up tree. So we basically have site again, right? And we blocked off tree, right? Because this smoke, people are going to be holding and try to catch you guys off guard, right? But this smoke prevents them from trying to like kill you as you guys are crossing. So that's why a lot of times you'll see this smoke if you guys are doing a mid split. All right. Does that make sense? Okay. On Ascent, what do you think of a 2-2 split on A with KJ lurking tiles B turret? Okay. That's a very good question. I don't mind it. So this is why so that answer depends on what the enemy team does, right? Okay, so I'll give you a scenario where that's good, and I'll give you a scenario where that's bad. So for example, let's say you guys do that 2-2 split and you have KJ lurking on B. in KJ's setup, right? Turret on this, could be watching, I believe usually watches B main, yeah. And you could just be lurking mid, just waiting for a rotate or something. Let's say that's the case. And then let's say you guys do a split, right? 2-2. Let's say Jet, Tejo again, 2-2 split, and you guys are taking A. Now, let's say these guys just fast rotate. And for example, if the enemies are like, hey, they're taking A, right? And let's say the mid guys, like let's say there's a Sage or something, I don't know. Let's say these guys are just rotating really fast, right? And as KJ, you miss all of the rotations, okay? That is a useless lurk. All right, I need you guys to realize that that's a useless and unimpactful lurk. I would have rather have the KJ just be 5-manned or just 3-2 split at that point. Does that make sense? I think it should be pretty obvious why it's pretty unimpactful, right? Because is my tracker working again? I can check. No, it's not working. It's a pretty long timeout. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. So let me tell you a situation where it is good though, right? So obviously it's bad in the situation where this KJ can't get any value off a lurk, right? So there's two things you could do in this situation, right? So if there is a team that's fast rotating off any contact, KJ has to be the one that has to try to find a good timing. I hate it when like sentinels will like hear the Sage running, right? Let's say Sage runs to spawn to A, right? I hate it when sentinels don't try to even peek and try to kill this person as they're rotating. I hate that. That is so passive and unimpactful because you let the Sage live. And if you peek this, if you hear the Sage running legitimately to spawn, that means her back. Okay, well, if they're good, they're going to look mid, right? But even then, they're just probably not as focused on their crosshair and not as ready for a fight. And as KJ, you have the advantage. You have peeker's advantage. You hear where they're going. So you're for sure, you know that they're there. So you would want to fight this, right? And try to get the kill. I'd rather, honestly, to be honest, I'd rather KJs do this and die rather than just lurk. And then let's say, for example, like you guys lose sight and all of your teammates are dead, right? And now as KJ, we're just like late mid or something, or late cat to tree. And it's like let's say a 1v3. This your setup means nothing, right? For the team. This is a clear example of unimpactful. Like you might get, let's say, this is how some people I feel like have just high KDs with very low win rates because you didn't play the objective correctly, right? As KJ, if all you're gonna do is like be last alive and you're blaming your teammates for just dying, well, that's your fault. Like, why couldn't we have found a better timing? Why couldn't we have found an engagement sooner? You know what I'm saying? Or why don't we just stop lurking? Like, why don't we just play with the team? You know what I mean? So, I mean, hope that makes sense. This definitely, also, like, this all depends, right? So I will tell you a scenario where this play is actually good, but I feel like this usually happens in higher elo. So if you're like anything below, like, maybe diamonds, or I don't know, maybe like, I feel like this happens maybe starting at mortal, maybe. Like you'll start having people that rotate really late, okay? Because I feel like people start to expect like fakes, you know, people know how to hold sites better. For example, like if a vice is set up here, like usually the other teammates will kind of trust that their vice setup will stop the push. So in cases like this, you'll have people in higher ranks that rotate a lot later. And also, it depends how you guys play. So if you're a KJ that constantly is setting up as a lurk, smarter players are going to know. I'm going to know. If I saw that, I would constantly call out, hey man, KJ seems to be the lurker. So then I'm going to make sure that all my teammates know about it, right? And if they know about it, then they're going to be more careful about you. So it really depends, right? Like if you are putting pressure and it causes people to rotate slow, then actually this split is actually good. And let me tell you why. It's because if you force people to stay at their own site, so like let's say who else? Like let's say a Sova is B and a Sage is B. You're keeping 2 people at B while your teammates get to go S4 and take A, right? So there must be 3 other agents somewhere mid and A. So it's a 4v3. So that's favorable for you guys. So you doing this is actually good, right? Now, so this is why it's all situational. Like it all depends. Like it also depends how your team plays. It also depends how impactful your lurks are. I would say definitely mix it up. Don't do this every round, obviously, but it's definitely a play. It's definitely a play. It's not a bad play. It's all situational, and you should make that decision based on how the enemy is playing. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Make them scared of giving up space. That Soliga has to be. Yes, 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 for sure, for sure. All right, now let's talk about a default real quick. Yeah. So we understand splits, right? So basically, summary of a split is like, let's say on B site, right? Just so you guys understand that concept fully. A split on B would look like you take B main, and also the mid guys would take, forget what you call this, market, right? And then market, you guys take site together. Conceptually, let me explain to you guys why split is better than a 5-man rush. Actually, I'll test you guys. Why do you guys think a 5-man rush, why split could be better than a 5-man rush? If a 5-man rush isn't working, why is a split better? Let me ask you guys. I want to see if you guys know. Defenders, yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. You guys know the basics. You guys know the basics. Exactly. Imagine how much easier it is on the defense side if all you guys do is 5-man rush at B main. Do you really think like these people are having any pressure? Do you think they're scared? Like, come on. It's all they have to look at is one thing. And it's not even that hard, right? They just have to watch people come out of this one choke. That's it, right? And then imagine now you guys have space of mid, and now now you have 2 chokes that they have to worry about, right? As a defender, this becomes very like you start to worry, right? You're like, oh my god, am I gonna get hit from main first, or am I gonna get hit from mid first, right? So these guys, now people have to start playing their positions carefully, right? People can't just like play certain positions, right? Like for example, you can't just stand here anymore, right? If all you were worrying about was main, right? I'm just exposed to mid now. So this position is not playable now if the attackers have all this space. Does that make sense? This is why splits can be so good if you time them well. But this is why timings are so important, right? Because a split means nothing if, like, let's say the main guys hit first and then the mid guys hit. Like, imagine the main guys die first and then the mid guys die, right? Of course the mid guy's going to die, right? Because if the defenders were able to clear A main, there's no pressure anymore, right? It's not a split anymore. It's basically just like a terrible executed split, but it's not really a split, right? Like the attention was not split, right? They still got to isolate the main fight, and then they got to fight the mid fight. This is why timings are so important. All right. There's just more choke points to look at. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm a 7-time champ. Sheesh. You're built different. You're built different. All right. Okay. So, all right. Let me ask you guys this then. What do you guys think a default is? What is a default? To be honest, I do feel like, I don't know if, there is, I mean, there is like, I guess, a set definition. I have my own set definition of it, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think about defaults. What do you guys think a default is supposed to be? Smiler, thank you for the GGs, and Kev, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Playoff first pick. I'm not sure if that's actually the right answer. Try to burn utility from enemies while kind of contacting towards every choke point. Team goes down A, B, and mid kind of holds to see if other team makes a mistake, rotate to weak. Instead of applying a lot of pressure on one point, making a little bit less on some ports. Yes, there's some truth to that. I agree with that, yes. Take control of multiple lanes on the map. Yes, some truth to that as well. Play slow as a team, peeking different angles and playing based off picks you get. Sure. Okay, just to see what defenders are doing for a bit. Yes, for sure. Yes, what you're essentially saying is you're playing off of information, right? So a default, so there's a lot of different setups, I'd say, with defaults, and we'll call them like strong and weak, because there's only 5 people per team, right? So there's no way that you can distribute everyone to be a strong, right? If you guys do, let's say 2, 2, 1, your B and your mid is considered strong and your A is considered weak, right? Because you have at least another person to trade you on B main, and you have another person to trade you if you're mid. But the solo guy doesn't have anyone, right? So let me tell you why it's not good. This is why I think some people have a poor understanding of defaults. For example, if you're KJ, right, and you're set up B, because this is very common, I feel, for KJs to lurk B. So you could be the 1, right? Let's say in this scenario, KJ is the 1, and there's 2 mid and 2 A. I don't know if there's a lot of low rank players that do this, but it is a very bad play for KJ to push as 1. And I'm assuming you guys can understand why, right? It should be pretty obvious. You are the weak. You are the weak person, right? You don't have a teammate to trade you if you die. And also, you are Sentinel. So you should not be the first one to die, because you do lose a lot of map control as KJ, right? It should be the job of the people that are on the stronger sides, like let's say A main and mid, right? But also, yes, like somebody said, defaults are mainly meant for information gathering, right? This is basically the opposite of a rush, right? So what are you doing? You're hunting for information, right? Because you can, if you guys are really good at like pointing things out, you guys will be surprised how much information you can get just from a default, right? If like, let's say you jiggle mid and you saw a Sage like kind of peeking or just holding, or even a Jet opping, right? Okay, let's say Jet was opping A main, right? And you had 2 people there. Let's say hopefully Jet doesn't get the op kill on A main. This is what I would call, right? Because in my head, the op is strong and you typically don't want to peek into an op. I would tell the 2 people on A to run it back fast. Like try to make maybe like no noise for a bit and make the Jet guess whether or not you guys are still hanging out A. But once you're out of like range of, footsteps, you just book it and rush B, right? But it depends, right? Like there's so many different scenarios. You might rush mid actually, because if there is a Sentinel B and they have this on lockdown, like if there is a Vice, then you can't rush B either, right? You can't just rush B. So this is why it's so important to find the right solution given the problem that you're facing, right? There's no right answer, right? With a lot of things in Valorant, I feel like sometimes you just have to trust your gut and then see if it worked. And then if it didn't work, you ask yourself why, right? I'm sure some people literally just, they simplify the game to a fault, right? Like for example, that situation I just explained, right? Let's say there is an op on A. I'm sure there's people that are low rank that say, rush B, rush B, rush B. It's free. Just because they saw the op, right? And let me tell you why that's bad, or it can be bad. If Vice Wall is here and you guys decide to rush B, then whoever runs first is dead, right? This is why it's not that simple. In this case, right, if I saw a Vice wall, if I knew a Vice always walls on the opposite, because if Jet's opping A, that probably means Sentinel's on B, right? I would guess. I mean, you never know with ranked. People play stupid. They could be on the same site. Who knows? But you bait trigger the wall first always and then go. Now again, it depends. I don't know how long the Vice wall is. But think about it. That Vice wall is hella long. Alright? It's about like, I don't know. It's like 5 to 8 seconds. I don't know. Good players will rotate fast. Okay? The moment, if this Jet was still A, I'm assuming this Jet probably rotated starting by then. Because, I don't know. I don't know if this Jet would push A main and see if like you guys are still there. If they're not there, as a Jet, I would think they just start rotating already. Right? So let me tell you why sometimes even baiting and then going could still be bad. Because what's the point of the wall, right? The wall is to stall and also isolate if they can. But regardless, it does its job of stalling, right? And what does stalling do? That gives time for the enemy to reposition and now rotate to B if they start feeling like you guys are at B, right? This is why you can't just say that, right? It all depends what the enemy does in response to what you've done. So then what's the next step? This could get deeper, right? If you know that you could pull rotations just by triggering that wall, then as an A player, if you started A as an attacker, then you can wait for very late timing and try to just walk up A, right? Because let's say this Jet did leave and then now they're like mid or something because they're like, oh my God, these guys must be all B now. But let's say you have like one sneaky lurker. Like, I don't know who it is, but like, let's say like Reyna or something. Let's say Reyna's like sneaky and lurking, right? Now this Reyna has the timing. You know what I mean? So this is why this game could get so deep, and it's all about outplaying your opponents and outsmarting them, right? You have to be the one that's one step ahead, right? You got to see the map and kind of visualize what's happening. Like they're moving like chess pieces, and an action triggers a reaction, and then you have to try to figure out what the counter is based on that reaction. Does that make sense? All right, if that was my team, I'd have one guy make noise and bait the wall for perfect fake to go A. Yeah, I mean, that could definitely be a play. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to play a situation. Sometimes, yeah, it is good to like, well, yeah, right? If your plays work, you can keep it simple, right? You don't need to overcomplicate things, right? I'd say people should start adjusting their plays. If something stops working, then something has to change. So I hope that helps. Let's see. All right, now let's talk about fakes, because we just talked about defaulting. But yeah, basically defaulting, your main job, yes, you can bait out utility for sure if they keep wasting utility. And this is why it's definitely important to mix things up, right? Am I doing trackers tonight? Once I'm unblocked, I can do it again. I don't know if I'm blocked for like an hour, but I don't know. Questionable right now. Thank you, Tamim. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you later, hopefully. But yeah, right now I'm just, I guess, just explaining some concepts, and hopefully it's helping people. But so yeah, defaults, you basically just want to play for information. Try to, because also, you know, it's very common in higher ranked play, where people will actually start stacking sites if they're on a save round, right? I don't know if you guys already know that's a thing, but let's say you guys won pistol round and then you guys decide to rush B. You guys say, oh, let's rush B. Let's rush B. All right. People don't think about it, but you know, better players are going to be like, hey, we lost pistol round, So our best chance of winning is probably stacking a site. So let's gamble B, right? So let's say the enemies have like, let's say 4 people. I don't know, 4 people on B, right? And then it's just like, as the attackers, I've seen way too many times where people just run it down and they're just like, oh my god, they had 4 people stacked here. It's just like, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, we could have played slow. Like, nobody forced us to rush. You know what I mean? We could play for information. This is the reason, actually, why pros always play very slow. They're playing for information. But ranked is different. Don't get me wrong. Ranked is not the same as pro play. So you can't expect the same. Alright? So always play... And when you default, always play for information. And if you are the one that's on the weak side of the map, as in you're the only person on controlling your side of the map, you should be playing passive. So for example, Cypher, if Cypher is lurking A and then the rest of your team is B and B mid or mid, this Cypher should not be pushing. You know what I mean? Unless, okay, your teammates have made contact first, like somewhere B main and mid, and then maybe a Cypher. So this is when I would, okay? Let me show you a scenario. There's going to be some A guy, right? Let's say it's KJ. Let's see you literally hear off the contact of B main and mid. Like, the enemies are probably like, guys, I think it's a B split, right? Then what is this KJ going to do at A? They're gonna think, oh, it's probably not A then, right? So what is this KJ going to do? They're probably just going to book it to spawn. And if you're Cypher, you try to find the timing, right? If there's an alarm bot, you should wait. You should wait for the alarm bot to go down and then start flanking or rushing, like kind of just like trying to push as much space as you can so that you can get into enemy territory without them knowing, right? And then at this point, you could actually, if they haven't already pushed site, then you could actually call for them to retreat and hit A, which is nice. So you would be like, hey guys, I have A, and you're pretty sure that they left, right? So then these teammates would all just run back to A because you have A, and now these guys are forced to come back to you in a way if they go back spawn. And in this case, you might get 1 for free, and then you can regroup as your team now 5v4, and that's a very good situation. Let's see. And here's a scenario actually where certain lurks can be so useless. Like, you need, like, some lurkers need to lurk faster. Okay, let's see. Like, let's say your teammates have B and you're still like calling for your team to go A. That is the bad call. Okay, if they're already in sight and they're fighting, as the lurker, you just got to start running. One thing to lurk, like point out as lurkers, if you guys lurk a lot, you need to figure out like the golden period of timing, because you're gonna have to limit test with this. Sometimes you're gonna have to like run faster and try to get to see some engagement, and sometimes you're gonna have to see whether or not your lurk was too fast or was it too slow, right? I'd say in most cases, low rank players, they lurk too slow. They're gonna start walking now, right? But if this KJ is already here and they can't even hear your footsteps, you're trolling. You have to run, right? Run it, because by this point, your teammates are fighting World War Z, whatever. And by this time, they might all be dead. And then you would have been like, why didn't you guys wait for my lurk? It's like, no, I'm sorry. That's just not the way it works. Sometimes you just got to lurk faster. You know what I mean? So, I would heavily recommend people limit test their lurk speeds, and it's not a good thing to die last as a lurker. Sometimes it's like literally unavoidable, but you should do your best to try to find value in your lurk. All right, so hopefully that helps. People not seeing enemy comps and playing offsite. Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's also people that should be playing offsite on site more and just give it up too easily. So it depends. Like if there's a KJ ult, then yes, I agree. You should not play on site and just like lose your KJ ult. But I will say like certain sentinels, I do feel like you should probably just try to fight and just play on site. And also there are definitely times where teammates will not help the person on site. I don't know. All depends. Like there's just bad players all around the board. So it's frustrating sometimes. All right. So yeah, that's defaults. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of like a general overview. So TLDR defaults, you're playing for information. If you're playing on weak side, play passive. If you're playing on stronger side, try to take more space and look for information and react accordingly. All right. So let's talk about fakes. I mean, I feel like a fake can kind of fall in line with the default. You know what I mean? Because in a fake, it's basically kind of like you have a certain amount of people. I will say personally, a one-man fake is generally not convincing, but in low rank it might be. Okay, low rank it might be. Like a fake would be, let's say, you can have let's say Cypher lurk A, and you can have maybe 4 people start on B, right? So this would be a B fake, right? As the enemy team, this person probably hears 4 people running, a large, I don't know if they can pinpoint how many people, but a lot of people running. They're probably just saying like, it's B, it's fast B, fast B, fast B, fast B. So was the enemy response? They're like, oh my god, fast B, we have to rotate off A, go fast. We have to go fast because if we don't go fast, then we're gonna miss the action, right? So all these people are rotating so fast, right? So then I'm sure there's a sentinel maybe, and they block off or they stop the push, right? So then as the 4 now, hopefully, okay, there's also times I feel like in low elo people will not take space. I'm sure there's players that will just hold this for eternity and do nothing about it, okay? And this is trolling, okay? If you are the lurker, or if you're the one that's on the opposite side of the fake, please try to take space, all right? Please trust, like please be confident that you could take space, all right? There's 2 scenarios that can happen, right? They rotate fast, they leave fast. So like let's say the enemy jet, they run back, right? Site's free. There's no reason for you to play passive, right? Don't wait for your teammates. You take space. It's better for you to take space and get a timing than just wait for your team. Because the time that, you know, this sentinel that was playing on B, let's say it's chamber, even though I don't recommend chamber, but let's say there's a trip here and nobody triggered the trip, and then now he doesn't hear anything. They're like, guys, they're not in, they left, right? And then now, as your teammates are either running through mid or through spawn, I don't know which one it is, that gives the enemy time to also rotate back. And this jet's like, oh wait, it's not B, let me go back A. Now just imagine you as Cypher took all this space and then this jet's rotating as if like nobody took the A site yet. It's like, and then Cypher just gets the pick and the jet is dead. That's a huge impact kill, right? A last F5 before I go see. Yeah, I got you. Oh man, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. They cooked me. They cooked me. How do you deal with people anchoring sites? Okay, so that's a good question actually. So this is why it's good to mix things up, right? So people will start to understand habits, right? And I would say your job as a player is to expose people's habits. So for example, let's say you lurked at Cypher, right? You were the one that got a Cypher free, and then you got the pick on jet, right? So you guys tell me, what do you guys think the enemy team is now going to do because you like did this, you just took so much space and they did a fake? What do you think the enemy team is going to do now in response next round? What do you guys think? You guys tell me. I want to see if you guys know. Do you have a fixed sleeping schedule? Yes, I typically sleep at around like 2 or 3 a.m. So I should be sleeping. I should probably be ending soon. Actually, I'll probably end soon, to be honest. Hold angles. Until committed push, not rotate. Yes, these are all good. These are all good answers. Perfect. Perfect. Now, this is why you have to play them. All right. This is what I would do as Cypher. Like, let's say I'm Cypher, right? So this is what I would do. I guess there's a couple ways to play it, right? In this case, I would actually kind of push for a 5-man rush. Now, let me ask you why that would be a good thing. Oh, streaming schedule. You asked for my... I saw fixed sleeping schedule. I'm sorry. I'm cooked. Streaming schedule, I'll probably say like I try to stream around like 6-7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to around maybe like 12 or 1 if I'm free. But yeah. Man advantage while pushing site. Exactly. Honestly, it could be even more than a man advantage. It could be 2-man advantage, right? Because like let's say 2 people are now cautious. Like let's say Clove is like, I'm not convinced it's B. And let's say there's a Cypher on the enemy team that's also saying like, yeah, I'm not convinced it's B, right? So they're going to start rotating slower, right? So then just imagine you guys do a 5-man rush and now it's 5v3. In terms of numbers, you guys should win. And this is why I emphasize aim training is important and mechanics are important, because you're still going to lose a 5v3 if your aim sucks and your mechanics suck. So that's why that's so important, to make sure your basics are covered. Because in theory, if you have numbers, then 5v3 becomes 4v2, then 3v1, then 3v0, right? Now it's 3 against, let's say 2 people down on your team and 2 people down on their team. That's 3v2, right? I think. Or, hold on. I mean, you'll probably have man advantage, right? Statistically speaking, 5v3, you're probably going to win with numbers, right? So let's say you kill 2 of them and they kill 2 of you. They go even. And it's 3v2, right? That is favorable for you in the post plant. And then now these guys rotate late and now they're playing post plant. And they're trying to take site, right? So this is why it's so good to understand the enemy's habits and then react accordingly, right? So you have to realize what each play counters, right? 5-man rushes punishes people that do not rotate fast. But 5-man rushes might lose to people that rotate fast, right? Because that's what they will do if you keep 5-man rushing. This is why it's dumb to do the same thing every round, right? I get annoyed when people do the same thing every round, because you are playing against people and their psychology. You're trying to outplay them. You're trying to trick them into thinking, what do I think that they think that I'm going to do, right? And sometimes if you stop rushing, if you start defaulting, you change the tempo. Now all of a sudden, if they don't know how to, if you guys are getting picks, well, then keep defaulting, right? If the defaults aren't working, then try rushing. If the splits aren't working, try faking, right? Like there's so many different answers depending on the scenario. So it's not, this is why you have to know what the enemy team is doing. This is literally all, this for every single competitive game out there, that is literally all you're doing. You are trying to be smarter than the enemy team. In this case, it's the team because it's a 5v5. But other competitive, like 1v1s, all you're doing is trying to be smarter than the other person, being outsmarting them. All right, just being one step ahead. When do you decide when to fast push and when to lurk? So generally, I would say, you don't know in the beginning, right? Every game is different. You'll have plenty of games where 5-man rushes work, right? I'm sure you know the term of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you guys are 5-man rushing A, brain dead, and not even think about it, and you guys are just better, then keep doing it. Like, why would you stop? What's not working, right? Let's say you do it 4 rounds in a row. I'm sure maybe 4 times you win that and you do the same exact thing. I would think by the 4th time, enemy might start to adapt. Maybe they stack A more, right? Then you say to your team, hey guys, we hit A 4 times. I think the enemy might catch on now. Let's rush B, right? So you start to do things that are like, you're trying to predict when they're going to expect, right? Sometimes I'll say things like, you know what? I don't think they expected the 3rd time. We hit A twice. I feel like they'll expect a B this time. But let's do A again because they don't expect A the 3rd time, right? Things like that. So you got to feel out the opponent, feel out your team, because your team is also, you're going to have plenty of teams that suck at trading, plenty of baiters. And if you got teams like that, you cannot rush. You cannot rush. All right. Or even if the enemy team has good utility setup, like a sentinel, and they're stopping your pushes, you can't rush, right? I feel like as the higher you climb, you'll realize like 5-man rushes won't be as easy all the time because, you know, if you think about it from the enemy perspective, it's really not as hard technically. All they have to do is just focus on this choke point, and there's so many angles from the attacker's perspective that they have to worry about. So in the higher ranks, they typically don't work. But in the beginning, again, right, you don't know what works, what doesn't work. So in the beginning, like pistol round, you feel things out. Even in the first round, for example, I'll make notes of what people do. For example, right? Let's say like we rush B or something on pistol round, right? And let's say KJ set up B, right? And has alarm bots and nano swarms, whatever set up. You make note of that first round, right? You should always try to think about what they did, what their setup was, and then you think about the next round. How do you counter that, right? Now, there's several ways you can kind of counter, I suppose. I don't know about counter, but you can deal with it. You can try to rush A next time, right? Because you're probably sure that KJ likes to set up B, right? So it all depends. Like if there might be some KJs that set up A. I don't know. I don't know if it's better for KJ to set up A, but I'm sure there is, right? It all depends. So it's like the first round, you make notes of things, and you got to get better at this, because the better you get at this, the better you'll have answers of your problems. Because if you don't know what the problem is, how do you know what the answers is, right? If you can't even figure out in your head after like the first 2 rounds what their general setup is, then you're screwed, right? Because in low elo, they don't know how to do map control, right? Low elo, people leave gaps all the time, right? So like that's what I would do as a high rank player. That's why playing in low elo is easy for me, because people's setups are terrible in low elo. A lot of times they leave a lot of gaps, like a mid, for example. I can literally just lurk up mid, or lurk up mid through market or tree, because low rank players will just, I don't know, they just rotate spawn. They don't really care about focusing on mid. Like they just leave gaps. They don't know how to set up their util properly. So you have to take advantage of it. And that's how you get timings. And that's how you get them caught with their pants down. They don't expect you. You know what I mean? So take info on yes, that is literally all it is though. If you really think about it. I asked this question about how to take a site. Thank you for, yeah, no problem, man. Hope it helps. But if you think about it, literally all of Valorant, or again, any competitive game is legitimately all about adapting. That's it, right? Because that's what we do as humans. We adapt if we're not stupid, right? We will try to figure out how not to do the wrong thing again. Does that make sense? And that's why it's so important to know how we think. Because if you know how we think, you know how to force somebody else to think. If that makes sense. For example, if I'm constantly conditioning them, we're doing 5-man rushes. What I like to do a lot, I like to do a 4-1 setup against low elo, and I'll lurk. Because these guys don't expect a lurk. If these guys have all they've seen, hey, these guys 5-man rush every time, and I mix it up. I have one round where I'm just lurking, and it's like, oh shoot, wait a minute. I would not have expected that, because all from the enemy's perspective, all I saw was these guys were just 5-man rushing. So this guy outplayed me. This guy knows how to be one step ahead, right? I feel like low elo players don't know how to take advantage of like how people are conditioned. Like think about how you condition them by doing something. If you do something, even breaking it down, you know, Yoru's clone, this literally like the raw, like basic, like literally conditioning, right? Is a perfect example of conditioning someone. If you clone fake out B main every time, don't you think there might be a chance that I'm not saying all the time, some people shoot them all the time, but there will be people that start ignoring this because they're like, every time it's been a clone. And then you have to just try to find out. Once you think you've conditioned them, why don't you try being a clone and just make a play, right? It's a gamble, always at the end of the day. You don't know for sure, but does your role dictate your pathing or playmaking? What dictates who lurks and when? Like when does Reyna lurk over Senti? That's a good question. I don't think there's like a hard answer. Oh my god, my tracker's back. Oh my god, tracker's back. Tracker's back, everyone. Everyone, sound the alarms. Tracker's back, everyone. All right, let me answer your last question though. Yoha. So I will say in general, probably there's no right answer. Like I feel like you'll have games where Reyna lurks. You have games where Sentinels lurk. It all depends. Honestly, I don't think it's that important to focus on, like, or worry about. But I will say it's probably okay sometimes for Reyna to lurk, you know, like it happens and people do it. But agents that definitely, for example, like a Sky lurking is trolling. Any agent that helps other agents with their utility, and they're lurking is trolling. So I will say like Reyna, because Reyna's kind of built selfish. I would say it's more acceptable. That's why people do it, I feel, and it's a thing. But again, it all depends, right? Like if anything is ineffective, you just stop doing it. So if you see a lurking Reyna and their lurks are ineffective, then you have to try to tell them, hey, Reyna, your lurks are not working. Can we like 5-man hit something? Maybe we can trade each other and maybe win the round that way. Sentinels, I feel like lurk more because of their util. For example, let me explain. So if you're Reyna, right, and you're lurking B main, and you don't push B main, and you're caring about mid and B main, you have more to worry about as Reyna, because if for whatever reason the defenders push B main or push mid, you have to just be an aim god. You know, like you have to perform 180s to like fight this, right? You fight the B main guy, do a 180 flick, fight the mid guy, if that ever happened, right? So the reason why sentinels are usually better is because all these sentinels typically have some sort of way to track or just watch something while you don't have to watch something, right? For example, KJ loves to play B here. I feel like I see this is a very common play. You'll have the turret. I feel like turret usually watches mid actually, if they're doing a B push. But if you wanted, you could also have the turret face B main if you wanted to. And in this case, you could actually just kind of be tiles and just watch mid, or wait until somebody pushes B main or fights this turret, and then you'll know when the threat is here. So I would say Sentinels are able to have more control of the map than someone like Reyna. So that's probably that's the reason why you'll have Sentinels lurking way more, because their utility can control so much more. What do I do in games where no one's listening? That is a good question. All right, this is the last question I'll answer, and then we'll do one final round of trackers, and we'll just call it a day. Yeah. All right. So if nobody's listening, I don't think there's much you can do, to be honest. I usually stop, or like I stop pushing for it. I just accept it for what it is, and you just kind of go next. That being said, you make the best out of a worse situation, right? So if they're not listening, you trade them. All right. If you're not playing duelists, especially, you trade them. If you have a duelist that's just running it down, you better be darned to hug them. Just hug them always, and make sure you're just ready to trade them. Because that's literally making the best out of a worse situation. Yes, obviously it's not ideal that this Jet is running it down, obviously. But what else are you going to do? Are you just going to let this Jet die by herself and then now becomes 4v5 all the time? I'd rather have it honestly be that I tried to trade this Jet and this Jet died, and then I got the trade, and then it becomes 4v4, right? If I died, then it is what it is. Like, I would have accepted this game as a loss anyways, but what can you do? What else can you do? That is literally all you can do, given the scenario you're in. So if your teammates are running it down, like, trade them well. If they're baiting, I would probably lurk. What I like to do against teams that bait, so like, for example, if I'm a Jet and I entry A main, and I personally felt like my teammates were baiting me hard and they don't come in with me, and I felt like they could have gone in, then I will start lurking. I don't care. I don't care what my team says. Yeah, I don't care my role says to entry. I don't care. Why should I entry when nobody's doing anything with me? Right? This is why rules are not always meant to be set. This is why everything depends. Like, if I have a round where I entered and nobody trades me, what am I going to do? I'm going to see where my team groups up. Let's say there's 4B. There's 4 people B. Then I'm just going to lurk as Jet. I don't care. I don't care. Why should I care? If my teammates can't do the right thing, why should I care? Right? I feel like I could find more value from lurking than just entering and dying. Does that make sense? So you try to find ways that you can find more impact given a bad scenario. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have bad teammates, but I will say one of the best ways to like just brute force your way is just to have better mechanics. Good aim, better mechanics will just help you a lot in bad scenarios. But it's a double-edged sword, because if you get put into those situations a lot, you might think that what you did is right, but it was actually wrong, and you're basically creating false reinforcement or negative reinforcement, or false positive reinforcement, which is not also good, because you might be like, oh, this worked, I'll just keep doing it, but eventually you get punished for doing that because it's not the fundamentally correct thing to do. Let's see. Sometimes if my teammates bait me, I start baiting them. That's perfect. That's perfect. You keep doing that. Perfect. You keep doing that. Are there any cues to be more aggressive on on defense rather than instead of passive. Yeah, I would say there's Qs for sure. So on defense, I actually, so here, this might actually help you guys a lot. All right. If you're low rank, I would say probably statistically, more often than not, it's a 5-man rush. First round pistol. All right. Lower ranks. All right. Even like up until like probably plat. I mean, it still happens. Even in Ascendant, Immortal, it happens. On average, I would say more often than not, people do 5-man rushes on pistols. All right. So what does that mean? Okay, you guys tell me. Knowing that information, you guys tell me, what do you think you would, what should you do? Okay, let's say 5-man rush B, and let's say you're playing mid, right? And let's say you're like here. Let's say you're here. What would you do as Clove? What would you do? Oh, wait. Sorry, what was the question? What would you guys do if they were 5-man rushing B and you're Clove on first round pistol? Smoke entry to delay push? Sure. Okay, sure. You can do that for sure. I mean, let's say you do that, but what are you doing like in terms of your positioning? Where are you going? Where are you going as Clove? Insta flanking if they have no senti. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me tell you actually why I think that's a bad answer. All right, this might shock you. I don't know if it's going to shock anyone, but let me tell you why that's a bad answer. Okay. For example, if KJ sets up turret, right? Let me tell you this. As Clove, I would do this, right? If I start hearing them, they're like pushing 5-man, and at this point they're like basically already out. I mean, even the moment I hear somebody says B rush, instantly. All right. Maybe not instantly. All right. All depends, but I will say lower elo, do it instantly, because in higher elo it's more unpredictable. But lower elo, instant run out mid and try to flank them. Or if you're A, even knife out, run out, and as Clove, flank them. Either through spawn or mid. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But okay, now you guys tell me why. Why do you guys think it's better to flank than to just go like mid to market? You know what I mean? Because yeah, I could, as Clove, I could go this way, and I could go to market and spawn and help my teammates market. But faster rotates, good impact. Yes, for sure. Pressure. Yes. I personally, okay, so I'm not even saying you have to flank, right? But because this turret is such a common play, and if you play enough games, you should probably know this by now. If there is a KG on the enemy team, or even like if there is a Cypher, I guess that you wouldn't know until you're actually there. But either way, right? If nobody does this, if nobody breaks this turret, then the enemy team, they don't have to worry about all of this. Does that make sense? All of this is basically safe, right? Because this turret is watching all of this, which means nobody can get through this tiles. Nobody can get through here unless it detects someone, right? If it never detected someone, the enemies are never worried about flank. Never. However, there are small cases, you know. Clove can be Giga Brain. Clove can actually smoke turret. And then just try to flank that way. Could be a play. Could be. But there's no... if the enemy team is good, they could hear it. But at least breaking it now has to force them commit, or they don't have to, but they will be more worried about flank and might consider like having at least one person watch flank now, right? Because turret would be watching flank if turret was up, and then KJ could just play sight and help their teammates trade, right? Help trade their teammates. But if turret's gone, then KJ might start watching flank, and that means they can't really trade some of their teammates, right? So there's more pressure. So this is what I would do. I mean, like, you don't like what I like to do sometimes is like I would just push mid, break turret, and then run back to market, right? And I would try to make it kind of like ambiguous whether or not I flanked or not. So like sometimes I'll like break turret and then walk to market, because you know, if there are people here, they can hear you running, right? So like if they heard you running to tiles, they know you're flanking, right? So you could do that too, right? You could run a little bit to tiles and start walking to fake the person like maybe listening be main, to make them worried about flank. So that means they're wasting their time watching flank. Or you can just run it down mid, right? Run it back to mid and market, and just help your team defend site. Because now the enemy team might have to allocate one person committed to flank. Does that make sense? But if there is no like good flank watching, or like, you know, like if they have deadlock or something and you can get a free flank, you should still do it. Like every time it's first round and it's not your site, insta rotate. I feel like very few teams fake, especially in low elo first round pistol. A very small amount of people that fake. All right, sounds good. All right, let's do last few trackers for the night. Let's do like 3 trackers maybe. So if you guys have trackers, my tracker's back up. I don't know if you guys been waiting, but thank you guys for being patient with me. Kyoha, I got you. Let's do trackers and then let's end it there, yeah. Chat, if you guys got gifts, you guys will be prioritized, just so that you guys know. But we will do trackers for a little bit more. Okay, so we are hard stuck plat. Actually, we were diamond at one point as well, diamond 3. That's actually crazy. We peaked diamond 3 and then we dropped back to plat, I'm guessing. That's crazy. Yeah. Oof. Okay, I know. All right, your issue I think is you're just playing way too many agents though. I don't like that we're playing Reina, Jet, Yoru, ISO. That's legitimately 4 different duelists in one day. I don't like this. I think if you want to climb, it seems like your Jet win rate is the lowest and you play her the most. Either we bench the Jet or you should study Jet more, because I will say I don't think Jet is the easiest character to play. I think her smoke dashes require a lot of game knowledge and macro knowledge to be able to smoke dash correctly. So do you also op? Let me check if you op. You do op too, so that's good. Yeah, it's up to you. You can either bench the Jet or you can just study Jet more. But I will say stick to 2 agents. Like, this is too many agents. Like, and also it seems like we're filling sometimes. I'm not a fan. Just please stick to like 2 agents. Like, this is just too much. Like, we're just playing way too many. We're not gonna get any consistency by doing this. We're playing a lot, which is good, but oh my goodness gracious, you're playing 16 games in one day? Jesus Christ. Honestly, I will also say like sometimes less is more. Like, for me, when I climbed, I would only play like 2 to 3 ranked games a day. maybe 4 or 5, like on that more heavy ranked day. But yo, usually playing more games is not necessarily better. Because at a certain point, your brain starts mushing, and you will not gain as much. You're trying to go pro, really? You're trying to go pro? Okay, I mean, I respect the grind. You're putting in the time, which I respect, but if you want, you could join my Discord. For anyone that's new, you can here's my link tree. I got my Discord in here. Oh, you're putting that passion towards Val now? I mean, that's dope. That's dope. Good for you. I'm supporting you, and I'm hoping the best for you. If you want me to, I could try to look at a VOD of yours, and you could post. We have on our Discord channel, we have Val VOD reviews right here, and people are posting their VODs. So I could definitely check out your VOD one day whenever I guess you're here and I'm doing VOD reviews, and I could give you, I guess, more specific advice on how you can improve. But I mean, hey, you're doing great, man. Just keep putting in the time, and I don't know if your mechanics are like amazing, but if you want to continue to improve your mechanics, I don't know if you know this, I guarantee this routine will get you to gold by Woohoojin. Just watch this, and if
also grown to a degree that I simply couldn't.
I'm assuming like you could probably still polish your mechanics up, so I would 100% continue to polish your mechanics and work on your crosshair placement and stuff like that. I have a montage. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in a montage right now. I just care about people's VOD reviews, and honestly it won't help you seeing a montage, to be honest. I need to see the whole match, right? Because again, I need to see what happened from the beginning to the end and what decisions made during the game, because you're playing against people, right? And a montage doesn't tell me anything. So, all right, my tracker doesn't send here. Can I send? I can. Yeah, send it on Twitch. Send it on Twitch. Dank, I got you. All right, chat. After Dank, I'm gonna do one more. If anyone wants to gift, the first person to gift, I'll prioritize you to be the last one. All right. Last gifter, if there's a gifter. All right, I see you, Dank. Thank you, Dank, for sending it on Twitch. If there's one final gifter out there, I will guarantee that I will review your tracker today at this very moment. I'm waiting. All right. So we have Dank, Clove, seems to be your main. Dom, I see your roses. I thank you for the roses. All right. Also, chat, as you guys are waiting, please just spam the like. Spam that like. So that TikTok is happy with the algo. Let's see. How are we doing? It seems like we're steadily on the climb, and it seems like we're peaking now, so you're doing good. I love that you're starting to main Clove, which is great. Keep doing that. Keep insta-locking Clove. It seems like we're playing Sky as well as a fill, like our secondary. All right, I'm fine with that. Just try to be careful. I don't like that we're like filling in 3 agents, like 3 roles, because it seems like you're doing like duelist, sentinel, and controller. So I'm not a fan of that. Like at max, try to limit it to 2 roles. I mean, your win rate's like positive, so I mean, it seems like you have a decent understanding of the game. But if you want to get better faster, I will say, as I always say, it doesn't even seem like you play the game that much. Actually, it does seem like you play a decent amount. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you've been playing every day almost. Okay, you play almost every day. So if you play almost every day, I feel like you get better faster if you just stick to 1 role or 2 roles max. 2 roles max, because yes, sometimes your role gets taken. I understand, but 2 roles max, like, and just stick to like 1 or 2 agents, like 1 agent per role, right? So maybe 2 agents for the main role and 1 agent for the secondary role, but Other than that, you should not be playing more than like 3 agents because there's just too much variety that happens with that. All right. I play a game or two a day. That's perfect. Honestly, that's perfect. I mean, it seems like you're on the up climb, you know, like you're not hard stuck right now. So, I mean, hey, you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. It seems like you're getting better. You put in the time, respect. And yeah. Come back to me in a couple weeks, maybe. When you're hard stuck, but you're peaking right now. You're at your peak, so keep it up, man. You're doing good. You're doing good, brother. All right, Dom. I see you with the rose. I saw you with the rose, Dom. I got you, Dom. Chat, I'm tired. Okay, after this one is the last one. All right. Chat, if you guys are new, make sure to follow the TikTok. All right. Wait. Whoa. Do we have an active thrower? Peak Immortal 2, so we climb from Iron to Immortal, then back to Iron. No, we must be trolling, no? You must be trolling. You must be trolling. What is this? Why am I wasting my time watching this? You're just 5-stacking and throwing. Shameless. Shameless. What do you mean ... You guys are shameless. Do you think I'm dumb? I literally see these 5 blue things. You guys are just actively throwing. I'm not surprised. I mean, you're not fooling anyone, but nice try, buddy. You need the buddy? I mean, respect, I guess. How does bro have fun? I mean, I don't care. I don't care about... Listen, I'm just here to help people get better, all right? I'm not here to... What? Validate some trolls? I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not here to waste my time and just review some tracker that doesn't need any help. You know what I mean? Anyways. Oh, yo, what's up, CapTap? How you doing, man? Good to see you again. I'm bored watching TikTok. I'm sorry. Yo, guys. Hey, I'm done with trackers for today. Please follow to be notified for a future tracker session. I'm sorry. It's getting late for me. I wish I could do more, but I promise you, if you guys come again, and you guys come consistently, I'm sure eventually I will get to your tracker. I'm sorry I couldn't get to it today, but my voice is also giving out. I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being so cool with me. And thank you guys for just watching. And hopefully you guys continue to climb in your ranked games. I wish you guys all the best. And you know, like, keep killing it. Like, keep grinding, and hopefully you guys are seeing progress in your ranked games. Yeah, man. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here, TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Much love as always. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, Twitch. It was not a good diamond day, that's for sure, but the viewership is increasing, which I'm hoping is a positive thing. Kind of insane, I feel. I'm actually kind of surprised. Why is bro so not... Dude, yo, Jay, I've been streaming my butt off lately, alright? I'm tired. I'm human. Shut the hell up. There's some posts for the Valor VODs are just Swifties and short clips. Yeah, delete them. I don't care about Swifties or shorts. Like, or just tell them to redo it, you know? Dude, I've been streaming for hours. I've been doing this like almost every day right now. I'm trying to, like, you know, be consistent. I'm tired, man. And I have to talk all the time. It's a different game, man. Like, this job requires me to be a salesman 24/7, basically. Just talking. I'm just yapping. I don't stop. There's no breaks. There's no breaks whatsoever. I know, music stream. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, like, I want to do music, but I'm not gonna lie. I do genuinely feel like I finally found a niche and I found an opportunity that is kind of rare, if that makes sense. I feel like I found something that's like finally could be something. So I'm just personally like on this, I'm just like locking in on this one thing and seeing where it goes. But I mean, that's not to say that I will stop doing music. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Carlo? Did you change your name? Did I miss a chapter or something? Yeah, I went to Japan a couple weeks ago. Seems tiring to do every stream though. Yeah, I know what you mean. But hey, you know, like the reason why I'm like not stopping is because I see growth, like, and the growth feels insane. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and I feel like it'd be foolish of me to just stop, if that makes sense. Um, and I don't know, but I agree. Yeah, it is tiring, I suppose. But I mean, I've done long streams before. You know, I feel like I'm built for it. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of it right now. Um, I feel like it's I feel like it's in a good direction though, no? Chat? I don't know, like, I legitimately just ended the TikTok stream with I ended with 120 viewers. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, why are there so many people just watching me? You know what I mean? And I can't tell if these people are just like just randomly scrolling away or what, but like, they're watching. That's a lot of people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I have new music like kind of cooking, but like, chat, like, I mean, I'll just be straight up with you. I just like when I see like it, I don't know, like the instant feedback that I get from TikTok is just so much. It seems so much more worth it right now. I don't know. It's like perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the formula is perfect. Like, right? This is literally all that it's been about. Like, you start with some form outside of Twitch. You find some sort of platform, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it might be, and then you funnel them to somewhere else, which in this case is either Twitch and Discord. And I feel like I'm genuinely, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. But I do feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm building something. You know, like we have a lot of people coming in. And I hope we can build like some sort of community at some point. I mean, I'm hoping. I guess we'll see, but I feel like it'll. I want to do my part and just keep streaming because if I'm consistent, I feel like people will start to like know me as the guy that does trackers. And sure, like it's. I think in terms of branding, it's simple. I feel like it's perfect, right? Like I'm the tracker guy, and for Valorant on TikTok, and I feel like for branding that's perfect because it's so simple and so easily recognizable. And if I can build that, then I can hopefully build some sort of solid, you know, community. Then I'm sure we can make some more like business opportunities happen, hopefully in the future. But I guess we'll see. Yeah. What do I do? 2027? Oh man. No, I'll definitely do one this year, I think. I'll definitely do one this year. I'll try to push one out this year. I mean, we still got time. Still got like 8 months to the year, so I don't think I'll be doing this like full time for 8 months. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but um Yeah. Anyways, chat, I'm gonna go. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys next time. Much love as always, and everyone take care. Hope you guys get some good rest, and thanks for being here always. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the OGs, of course. So I'll never forget your guys' support, even though we've had long nights of, I want to say, failures, you know? But I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see where it takes us. And we'll go from there. Peace out. Much love, chat. Peace, peace, peace.